Gosh.
The cheese cat!
That's where I just started stream,
Goku?
by the way.
Can I have my health points back? Perfect.
Well, for once that wasn't Charisse, so welcome everybody. Hope you're doing having a good night or good day wherever you are.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're back for more chaos and
Goku?
D&Ding.
Can I have my health points back now?
You want your health points back now? I don't understand.
I want them back. You
Well,
took them from me.
I know, and the creature that owns them is still alive. So
She's not gonna let this go. You will get so annoyed that you're gonna rip your own ears off by the time I'm gonna have to hear about this
sorry.
multiple times a week.
I think honestly, I've given you what you wanted more than anyone else in this game so far. So I'm holding this one.
You took my health points away. I don't like that. Give them back.
It's like the one thing. All right.
Blame him.
No,
Blame him.
it's your lungs.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not your lungs?
It's not.
Oh gosh. Hello everybody in chat, welcome to the stream. We
Welcome.
apologise for the Guinness.
If you want, I do have Q-tips in the black bag.
That's not gonna help me.
I don't know. I just thought you might want them.
No, that wasn't because there was something in my ear. It was because my ear just got like.
I know, but if I hurt your eardrum
No,
and it's
I'm not
bleeding,
It's not bleeding yet.
Yeah.
If it's bleeding, I'm gonna
Yes.
push you.
Emphasis on yet.
no, you want to ruin my nails, and then I have to
Then
start
don't
over.
make my ears bleed.
But I blame him.
Welcome to what we deal with every week before stream.
Yeah. But we normally try and get this out of our systems beforehand, but it's yeah. Anyway, who would like to do recap of last session while we're getting set up?
We're in trouble. Things are on fire.
You're welcome.
Dana screwed everything up. It wasn't Kiddos this time.
The party went
Screwed it
shopping.
up or
now
made
we're
it
back
better?
to The wedding, and now the wedding's on fire.
12 people are dead. Over 30 injured.
That we know
With
of.
the statistics people in the room.
I asked Doku.
So yeah, you guys crashed a
It's our
wedding.
version of the kill count.
Dana's internet is working again.
Yep.
Yay!
So now,
Woo-hoo!
now she's not phasing in and out of existence. She's here permanently.
God damn it.
Dana was able to banish the goblins from the internet.
I know you wanted to displace her cloak. I didn't think you wanted it, audibly to work as well.
Like Miles Morales glitching in and out.
Right, exactly. So,
Quick, say something dumb!
so yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that dumb!
Right now, there's a courtyard on fire and people scrambling. Sophie made the decision. Excuse me, not Sophie. Names, names and words. Who's
Cedar.
Sophie? Cedar. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been a long couple of days. Cedar made
Aw.
the
Yeah.
decision to go after her cousin and try to convince the guards to let her in. Still didn't use the necklace, surprisingly.
I
But
thought I had to perform first or something. I'm not gonna run up there and start doing the Macarena.
that would have been actually.
I
kinda
have
funny.
something to say! Please listen to me!
Yes.
Oh yes, actually, yes, Kiddos is going to eventually kidnap a Warforged. Yes.
That's.
I had
the
to decide
plan.
whether or not I wanted her to.
Do I have to go
We have
find that
decided.
image? I gotta go find that image now, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Little
No.
Ellen
because it
Kyla,
was so
absolutely.
cool.
amazing. I
Did
love
we-
her.
I
Little
love
baby,
her so much.
little Robo baby.
I don't think I.
And I'm kidnapping her for her own survival.
It's for your own good.
Yep. I did not save that art. I'll have to go find it.
Okay.
That was like a temporary 5-second image I pulled up for you guys to have as a reference, and she's like
And for
my new
those,
hero.
and for those who don't remember or weren't there, I ended up dancing with this lovely female warforged, and we became besties. She's 28 days old, and she's an absolute naive sweetheart, and so I'm kidnapping her. So
28 days!
Yeah, that is an actual thing that happened.
Oh
Yes.
yes, and she had a great dagger. Man, someone's winning the trivia.
yeah, she had this
Yeah.
wonderful dagger, and hopefully I won't end up stabbed. We're gonna see how this goes.
Wow, we have 7 viewers. That's
So-
unusual.
But I'm currently, they are now fighting the nightmare lady that stole my health points that Doku still has not given me back. Is currently helping, what's his face? That's his name. Silvico, and kind of created this weird seaweed creature.
That is now actively choking Cedar to death.
And so, yeah. And so I want to have a talk with the nightmare lady about giving me my health points back.
And Cedar's trying to go confront Silvico and free her cousin. Buckle up, everybody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's try not to die.
Try not to die. Buckle up for emotional damage.
I swear, if you TPK us again, I'm gonna be so mad.
The fact that there's the word again.
Again. I like these characters too much to permanently kill them, so I always plan for the out, you know. Not that I'll give.
Wait,
it to
will
you
you
every
end up
time.
TPKing us this time, and we just start Kiddus's arc?
You're all dead.
This is
You find yourself in Shadowfell. Born again, if
I
you
mean,
will.
it wouldn't be the first time we start off a session by saying we're all dead. I'm just putting that out there
That is
right now.
true. I mean,
Wait, why am I agreeing with you?
Don't agree with them. They already have Brain being a traitor. Don't join.
Don't you betray us too.
You're staying over here with us, got it?
You're welcome.
No, we're not.
no, I can't find her. Okay, yeah, I was spending a minute to look, but we'll go ahead and just get started, and we'll find her later. She was pretty cool looking. I remember my search keywords, but
Yeah.
this was like technically the last time I used my computer, but apparently Google doesn't do the same image results with the same
In
words.
terms of the chat, I do think that she's going to enjoy being a widow because she didn't want to marry him in the first place, considering he's threatening her twin.
Right, like I was saying. Like I was saying when I was texting earlier this week. Silvico, stop going after Nitea women. They don't want you. No.
You guys don't know that.
Please take this to heart.
She could
Pretty
totally
cracking
be
boot.
marrying him willingly.
You know the little emoji
Yeah, but how
that has like the
likely is
3
that?
lines? That has like the 3 lines of just looking at you like deadpan, like, are you stupid?
Completely.
Well, you
completely
you saw it here first, folks. Charisse just insulted our DM.
That's fine.
But the person who decides the fates of our characters.
Is this cotton ball and you give it to me?
Yeah, don't you worry.
Strap in for a TPK, guys. We die in this stream. Um,
I
That
want my
being
health
said-
points back.
I want my eardrum back.
So-
We don't all get what we want, Charisse.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just, for some reason, decide somehow that you're gonna lose even more. We're just gonna.
We saw nothing.
I don't know why you're a little exhausted from dancing all night with a Warforged. So yeah, you have like 2 points of exhaustion.
no.
That's
You guys are gonna do this fight by yourself. I'm gonna go off and find something
No,
else. to
you
do.
are helping us.
No, not if
Yes,
you
you
take away
are.
more health points.
I didn't end up in jail last session. You're helping us.
so.
It's so cute to think you can make me.
I know I can't make you. I'm trying to convince you loudly.
Convince him to give me back my health points.
I can't convince him.
Convince him to give me back my health points.
What do you want me to do?
3 shots ring out. One was
I'm
fired
in a
at
different
Pebble,
room.
I know.
one
I
was
stub it? No, I'm kidding.
fired at Gale, and the other one at Cedar.
come on, man.
So,
Okay, I'm coming down now. I'm coming down.
well, I just opened my rolls with a 6, 6, and a 2, so all 3 shots miss, and we will roll for initiative.
19.
Okay.
Am I rolling? Because I'm not in the room.
You can join when you so choose.
Okay. I'm still gonna try to put the workload in the bag, though.
Yeah, so you will have an action round. So why don't we do this? Since you're technically combat adjacent, go ahead and give me an initiative roll as well, and we'll re-roll your combat initiative when we get you into combat. I'll just sidebar cut to you with what you're doing every 6 seconds. It's like combat, not combat, combat, not combat.
Well, I'm going last. I could roll the 1.
I got 23 for initiative.
Harry, what'd you get?
8. Yeah, remember how last week the dice gods hated me? I feel like I'm still annoying them this week as well.
Well, I mean,
This
if
is like,
anything, it's actually good that the cleric goes last.
yeah, but I don't want to be the
Yeah.
Will of this party.
Yeah, fair.
Well, you're not going last. I am. I rolled a 1, so I got 2. Ouch for initiative.
I mean, at least you're out of the room.
Yeah, at least I'm out of the room.
It works.
It works. It works.
The system works every time.
I think until my nails dry, you're probably gonna have to roll for me.
Yeah. Do your stealthing now.
Until my nails dry.
I'm doing my nails right now.
The entire room smells like nail polish.
Yeah, so I was going to say, you're assaulting her ears and her nose. I feel bad for... Cedar starts the fight at disadvantage.
Because Sophie can't hear anything anymore. I'm messing with you. You tease me all the time. It's only fair.
Yeah, it's only fair.
Okay. So, this is how this is going to play out then. The 3 shots ring out, and you hear a voice. It's Silvico.
Yep.
All you hear is, "I want them alive!" And it echoes through the chamber as if his voice is just emphasized and on loudspeaker everywhere. So every guard for a moment pauses and kind of looks to the side and hears his voice and the orders given, and then stares back at all of you with kind of like renewed vigor, if you will. The nightmare begins prepping a spell. A circle forms on the floor as she begins casting and kind of channeling something. It's almost alchemical in nature at her feet as it kind of begins to spin and spin. But that'll actually be her whole move. And that'll actually bring us up to Cedar, who is facing off 3 of the guards. Some of them are partially damaged already.
She's high on nail polish.
I'm not.
Anyway, what do you want to do?
I'm trusting you right now. And you know exactly who you are who I'm saying this to. Cedar lifts up her hands and goes, "Let's just talk, okay? Huh?"
Who are you talking to?
To Silvico.
So you're gonna try to convince Silvico to talk, huh? Alright, let's see.
Yes.
Just start shuffling your feet a little bit.
Right. Well, so that'll be your action. I'll give you a persuasion roll. Be
Okay.
persuasive.
My hands are literally, look at this.
Now you know how it
Okay.
feels to be me.
Please. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, let's see.
We got a chance. We got a chance. Keep saying we got a chance. We have a better chance.
15.
Okay.
Wait, does that include the necklace bonus? Does she get that?
Oh.
Or
She's addressing him directly.
okay.
Oh, right. I had to be addressing a group for the
Yeah.
necklace to
If
work.
she was addressing the guards before, she could have used it technically, but since she addressed Silvico direct, it wouldn't apply this time around.
Gotcha.
So he kind of stands up, and in a strange move, he actually kind of like pushes gently his new bride to the side, actually to make it look like he really cares. So he kind of walks up next to the nightmare as she's channeling and places his hand on her shoulder and then motions his new bride up to do the same, and she places a hand on the nightmare's shoulder as well. And he kind of smiles and he's like, "So then talk."
call down the guards first, and then we'll talk. I don't exactly like speaking when there are guns pointed at me.
And he'll nod for a second, and they'll put their arms away, or yeah, they'll kind of sheath their pistols.
Transformers.
And he looks and goes, "You likely have about 6 seconds to make your case."
Why the heck do you even want us here? I mean, we both know I don't like you, you don't like me. I'm not even gonna pretend. And frankly, I know exactly what you've been doing. So why on earth would you invite us here?
Easy. If you need to control the movement of your enemies, you put them exactly where you want them. You were welcomed here with open arms, so I didn't have to track you down. And I can take back charge of all my shipping so that some rogue element can't go messing with my plans. You're hardly worth my time, but you're very elusive. And that'll be the end of your turn.
All right.
And we'll move up to our next, which is Crazy Dana. Lost her shit, Dana? What?
So Dana's just, or the scarred woman's gonna kind of just like turn her head to the side and just glance at Cedar with that look of like, are we still doing the? And just she's gonna turn her head and say, ceasefire, yes or no.
Cedar says yes, but then you hear in the mind link, for now.
And she'll ready her action with both her short swords up, like at her arms, ready to stab someone.
Okay. So I was just I was replacing to kind of make a little bit more physical sense.
Oh, also just a quick sidebar. I actually have an updated Dana image.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
So give me 30 seconds and I'll grab that.
Sure, go for it. So you're just gonna hold action for now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom. Oh, it cut off.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I wanted to
Awesome.
give a face, like proper fucking. What? Why is it cut off like that?
You replaced the image of the map that was there. And
We are now fighting on the scarred
so
woman.
highlight your token.
Ah! Why is this happening to me?
Highlight your token.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, neat. Oh, you even have your eye and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah. And I love the swords as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, her hair's pulled up. It's gonna go down. She got the hair pulled up.
She's got a perm. Here we go.
You got the mimic sword and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Go ahead and replace.
We're gonna
the
give another
side.
shout out to Ava for the lovely art. She's amazing. She's I think her handle is Expired Ocean Cosplays, and I love her to death. She's great. Yay.
Also,
Anywho.
proof that Dana's suit is better than Gale's.
Rude.
Rude.
Gale's suit was gorgeous, and he really liked that jacket, and now it has holes in it.
That
So-
had never
sad
happened
about
to my
it.
computer before.
Well,
He's
I don't
gonna-
know what
he's
to
gonna
do
say.
about it.
I don't know what's going on with it.
But yeah,
I know
so I'm
that-
holding my action, that's me.
Okay. So all 3 guards that are in front of Cedar now begin to kind of take a little bit of an action. And all 3 of them are going to attempt to... Well, 2 of them are actually going to attempt to grapple you, and one of them is going to attempt to grapple Pelly. So if you want to contest their grabs, you can try. If you want to kind of submit the action and let them do it, you can as well. So, but
I will contest, and I will actually, as they're with my contesting, because I can contest with acrobatics, right?
This was for Cedar.
Oh, okay.
Give me a sec. I want to contest with acrobatics, kind of like slip out of the way. So I'm gonna roll for that.
Okay.
That would be a 14.
16 on my part for one of them. So you slipped out of one and did not slip out of the other. So one of them kind of grabs you like strong metallic warforged hands, kind of grips down into your shoulder, almost causing damage, but kind of just stopping to the point where your bones don't crack. But you can kind of hear them get a little bit of as they're squeezed down. And another one attempts to grab Pelly. But she dodges out of the way. I need new dice. What is going on right now? But she squeezes out of the way as well. Interestingly enough, though, she does not actually stand down. So that'll be the guard's actions, and that'll actually go up to Pelly then as well. And she'll actually lose 2 arrow shots directly at the nightmare again. There's my good rolls. Yeah, she's not paying attention to anything
get my health points back.
Every time, though, that Pelly lands a shot, Kittis, for some reason, loses another hit point. Maximum.
No, you dare. Do not dare.
So both arrows actually land, and it's almost like they're so hyper-focused on these shots that the first arrow gets split by the second arrow, and you hear just bone thunk, and then the third arrow pierces the second arrow as each one seems to be driving farther and farther into the forehead until the bone mass completely cracks and falls to the ground, and you just see just this swirl of nightmarish faces. Every time anyone looks at the face now, you'll see a different fear, with one red dot directly at the center, still summoning in her circle that she's in. And that'll be Pelly's move, and then we will go to Gale.
Okay, Gale, at this point, come back, he hadn't drawn any weapons. So he's going to follow Cedar's lead, put his hands up and go, Silverco, I'm here to talk with you as well. If you have quarrel with Cedar, you have quarrel with me. What do you say we step to one side, talk about this like civilized peoples, and then you can go on and continue your nuptials in peace. I'm right here. I came to you, and I offered to talk. I didn't throw the first punch. Let's reach across the aisle. What do you say?
Roll a persuasion.
Okay, persuasion. Would that be with any sort of bonus? Because I was sort of coming off of what Cedar was doing, or would it just be just a straight up?
Oh yeah, would that give them advantage?
Since we're technically still doing combat and you're just using actions, there's not really assistance.
Dang it.
Okay, okay. Come on, please roll well. Please roll well. Oh,
I don't
10.
like that noise. I don't like that noise.
It's a 10.
Not bad, but not good.
Yeah.
He looks at you and smiles. You're right. You didn't throw the first punch. Technically, our dear owl and Cedar did. And he just has like
That's
this little...
not even remotely true.
Yeah, that's...
Dana's just gonna turn around completely at this point, stare at him with that thick, twisted smile, and go, "It was me. I threw it. It was fun. Although it wasn't a punch, it was a stab with a sword to the throat."
See, Denala even says so.
Roll an insight. I'll give you a little bonus insight, Cedar.
Cedar.
What?
Roll.
Sorry.
I'll give you an out of context insight roll if you want.
Okay. 13.
Let's see if you get you do, because that was a 5. He wasn't talking about now. He was talking about 13 years ago when you struck him in the face.
Knew it. Peter kind of gets that and just kind of. Huh. Well, I think we've already become equal for that. But if I recall, I didn't just do that out of the blue. And while I don't have a high opinion of you, I don't think you're that stupid that you don't know what you did.
All right. So as you're talking, 2 guards that are actually surrounding Dana go for a grapple to subdue.
both of them?
Both of them.
Okay. So when I use my acrobatics to contest this, I'm not just gonna be like slipping out of the way. I'm actually gonna sweep the leg and drop them on their ass.
Yes, go Rakai.
Okay. So that's an 11 and a 25.
So you I'll rule a cool this one because that was a good rule. So one of them comes up and just grabs you, and he's got you now kind of across the shoulder, around the neck and into the armpit, and he like squeezes you now, and he just has you in like a full grab. And as you are grabbed, you kind of lash out and do this wild kick and sweep the leg of the other, and your shin hits this thunk, metal thunk, like metal on metal, just this hollow tinging sound rings out as you hear this whirring sound as the knee kind of drops down for a moment, and he actually loses balance and goes prone, but you feel like you just kicked like a metal street sign. Like it
Okay.
is just
That
pain.
hurts.
Gotcha.
And you are grabbed now. So let's see here. So that will be 2 guards there.
Can
Kiddos, what's up?
can I ask something super quick?
Sure.
The guard that grabbed me, did it feel fleshy or metallic?
Oh, it's metallic.
Okay. Never mind, then we're good.
Okay. Kiddos, what are you doing outside of combat?
Oh boy. It just got freakishly quiet.
It did.
I didn't hear any of that on my end. I don't know about you guys.
That's because
Can you
nothing
hear
was
us?
said.
Okay. There we go. Hello.
Hello. But I want to put my new Warforged friend in the bag.
You're gonna try to. So you're
That's so
legit
cute.
gonna try to kidnap her then.
Basically.
All right. Let me know how you're doing it.
So basically,
Bob
I'm
and
just
Hedge?
gonna walk up to her and just go.
No, not to her. Behind her.
Well, I was already behind her. I thought.
Yeah, you've been kind of sneaking around for a little bit.
Okay. Like I've been in this room for a while now.
I mean, I'm just saying, always specify.
But yeah, just go.
Okay. So you sneak up behind her. Give me a stealth and a sleight of hand.
You roll.
Oh, yes, okay. Metal dice or other metal dice?
It doesn't matter what dice you use
Okay.
at this point.
Which one was this?
I don't know.
What? I don't know your
It's plus
stats.
1 for either. So
So
6.
what were we adding? What were the 2 rolls?
First is stealth, second is sleight of hand.
Well, that's a 6 for
That
stealth.
was stealth, so let's do sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is 17.
17 for sleight of hand, but a 6 for stealth.
Okay. So then
Hello.
she has the option to contest the sleight of hand then. So what we're gonna do is I guess we'll kind of take a strength off. So she's going to try to like open the bag and like push it away as you're like swooping down.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You gotta get one hell of a roll.
2.
Here we go.
That's 10.
10.
Okay. So she basically stops you. She grabs your hands like full like grip at both of your wrists and kind of lifts you off the ground. But your elbows don't really bend that way, so like you're being held back and held up by the weight of like the backwards pull of your elbows now, because she's just holding you that way, looking at you confused. And you kind of hear a small whirring of the neck and like a focusing of the eyes. You can actually hear it mechanically. As a small bit of steam lets go in the arms, and she just looks at you. What are you doing?
Saving your life?
You should be concerned with the lives of the people here, not mine. And then we'll go to the boss outside. So the boss outside, you hear him, but you do not see him. Just a quick moment.
Oh, I thought that was really, really insane battle music there.
No, definitely not. You hear him, but you do not see him. You just hear this giant steam blast, almost like a shockwave coming from the courtyard. the windows of the building that you're in actually crack behind you as this whoosh of steam kind of pushes up against everything on the outside. And then you kind of smell that smell of like a wet campfire. So it seems like he might have just did this giant steam explosion, and you get the impression that he actually just put out the fires in the courtyard. And
Oh,
we'll,
good.
and then we'll come up to the nightmare at the top of the round. She just sits there with unsupported image type. Come on. Load for me. As her image grows and the swirling of just miasma around her comes up from the summon circle that she has as these vines and shadow creatures swirl around her. And they actually absorb both Silvico and your cousin and the nightmare. And you just hear Silvico's smug voice. Toodaloo. All three of them
No,
vanish.
get back here.
So all three of them vanish, and that was the nightmare's turn. Cedar, you're up.
Okay. All right. I'm mad now.
Well, why don't you try to convince the guards to be on your side? You have the necklace.
You are a genius.
Oh, yes.
I forgive you for the cotton ball.
You know what that sort of thinking deserves? Extra hit points.
Yes, it does. Let me find my necklace so I know the rule. Oh wait, shoot, I haven't put it in there yet. I just need to put it over here.
But
Over
It's
an
just a
item.
straight +5 to persuasion.
Okay, so I turn to the guards and I go, gentlemen, sorry for what happened earlier with the electricity. It was a bit of a misfire on my part. I know you technically work for the Caleri family, but isn't it more important that you work for the good of the entire Blessed Isle?
Okay. Roll 4 performances with your +5 bonus.
4 performances with my +5. I gotta go find my
Oh, while she's rolling that, actually I'll do it after on my turn. Never
This
mind.
performance?
Persuasion.
Yeah,
Sorry, persuasion.
Persuasion. It's the same either way. Okay, so we got 19. We have 17. 23. And then 24.
Okay. So, all three of the Warforged guards actually kind of stand down, and the one kind of loosens his grip, but doesn't completely let go. Like he seems kind of ready to grab again. The vine creature that was kind of spawned from the dead guard hisses and kind of looks at all three of the guards and just says, "Don't be fooled. She started this in line with the psychopath in the hallway." And kind of tries to snap the guards out of it. Now, those are the three fine creatures there. So all three of the guards kind of stand down for a moment, and I'll kind of give you a free round against them if you wanted on the next go around of their turns. So you've swayed them for now. However, Dana is up, and
Okay.
you have one armed. You have one guard grabbed you. You'd have to contest that if you wanted to move.
Well, for starters, can we do that retroactive thing that you and I were talking about at the end of last session? I will go into our DMs and I will ping it for you.
Been a long week. Apologies.
You're good.
Why did the reply not...
No, I'm just trying to explain to my Warforged friend on why I'm doing this.
Yes. So what was your intent with that?
My intent with that was to just try and create even more chaos. Maybe
Oh
get people
no.
to join in with me.
So you want people to join in with you then? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what then. Because it was what you witness is Dana also kind of being grabbed around the neck, seemingly doesn't really give a shit at all about it. She's sitting there just kind of smiling and now kind of playing an instrument, doing a little bit of a performance. You have one Warforged that had just taken a knee because it got sweeped. And interestingly enough, right behind her, something pops up. A very large bear. Now this bear is actually going to be at Kiddis's command because it is technically a part of her. As a tiny philo, purple and cute, turns visible and phases into existence as he grows larger and larger and larger and more furious. As his first rolls will be a 2-attack flurry to the guard holding on to Dana. And I'll add him into combat.
Just imagine his little bug legs punching.
Now, where did that image go of Philo that we wanted? I think that's still in Discord, so I'll grab it.
Love Philo.
That's
I
my
love
secret.
my-
And then
I'm
with
all
that my
over
action,
it.
or do I still have my action?
You'll still have to roll to get out, but you will have assistance. You can roll it with advantage because technically the guard is being attacked by Philo.
Okay. 26.
Okay, so you kind of release yourself from the grapple and slip out, like when he kind of loosens up a bit. And what do you do?
I'm gonna have Quark use see invisibility and point out to me if they see the Silvico or the Nightmare Lady.
Can you repeat that for me?
I'm gonna have Quark, my familiar, use their invisibility sense to point out to me if they see Quark, if they see Silvico or the Nightmare Lady.
No.
No. Okay.
No, they are gone.
Then, for my action, I will take 3 attacks at the viney bone creature.
You are not in range. So
Can I get in range?
He is down the hallway. I would say probably not. You had a shot, and it kind of rung out to hit the guard down like this top hallway, but you would not be in range for this particular fight.
Okay. Then you know what? Because he's probably gonna be hostile anyway, because there's a Philo attacking him. I'll go and I'll stab at the guard on my 6.
Okay, so you'll hit the one for Philo. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
And would I get advantage because I'm technically flanking?
Yes.
Cool. So that's attack 1 is an 18.
That'll hit.
Attack 2 is even higher. At a 26. Attack 3 is a natural fucking 20.
Nice.
So I'll go ahead and roll those, and then I'll roll for the mimic attacks. So attack 1 is 3 fire, 11 slashing.
Communicate simple concepts to bears. I want that ability.
Are you keeping track of this, or should I?
Sophie.
I got it.
I wish I
Okay.
could communicate simple concepts.
Attack 2 is same thing, 311. And attack 3 is, ooh, yay, 12 radiant and 9 slashing.
Okay. So you take all 3 strikes and all 3 connect against this guard, and you can hear your sword like metal on metal, like taking chunks, and it kind of pierces into a way where it kind of breaks through the first layer of armor and kind of exposes like a vent, and with the strike it kind of sprays a little bit of steam in your direction. But he is still standing.
Okay, so then I'm gonna take my my 2 mimic sword strikes.
Okay.
Attack 1 is a 25. Attack 2 is a 24.
Mm-hmm.
For 9 points of damage and 10 points of damage.
So you rolled a 9 and a 10 on a d10?
9 on one d10 and a 10 on the other d10.
Damn, alright. He looks pretty hurt overall, but he's
Okay.
still standing.
And that is my turn.
Okay, and that was with the 2 attacks. Kidis, I put Philo into the fight. I gave you a stat block for him and what he is in the moment. And he is he is attacking, and you can control him.
That fucking
on your
strength.
turn.
I know. You get to control people. You get to drive the bear.
What's interesting is he's also farther away from you than normal. You can feel connected to him, but he is farther away than your original testing allowed you to be.
I know. That is the most wild thing. I like 30. He's hero. Was that
Okay.
English?
And before we
No?
move on, I have to pause for just 2 to 3 minutes, and I will be
Okay.
right back. I'm sorry for the trouble, guys.
Nice.
No worries.
Feel free to have
No worries, dude. No worries.
pick.
Yeah. But I love Philo so much. Yeah, I really got to figure out on how exactly like our bond works.
I'll be honest. I spent ages not trusting Philo. I've come round to him, I must say, as a player, not just as Gale. After that stunt he pulled at the beach with the Wicker Man,
Oh god.
I was so hesitant to trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
I
he-
have a character that just decides that she likes someone and then just does not care beyond that. So
It's like that one audio, he was the best guy around. What about the murders? What murders?
but on
Also-
the flip side,
Literally Philo.
but on the flip side though, if she decides she doesn't like someone,
They're dead.
and there's just
They gone.
Kelly's just was a very special case because she was your sister.
Also,
Kelly was a very special case.
I would just like to point out that I did the math. I just did 68 total points of damage.
Holy cow. Blood Hunters. I'm just saying, Blood Hunters.
Well, it
I-
would have been
are
49
a
without the mimic sword.
That's
Dang.
bloody hell, man.
Okay,
Can
I was
you
originally
give me
going
some
to
of your
like start
rolls?
full on attacking and stuff, but then I get a message from Harry. He's like, "I have a plan. Surrender and see if we can get close." And I was like, "Okay, I trust you."
I have part of a plan.
Yeah.
Just like
I
you only have part of a
12%.
body. Well, not anymore.
absolutely love Philo's stats
Dude,
though.
come on.
Holy, like his like armor class is pretty low, but like the +6 to strength is
Just cast mage armor on him.
I could do
You have
that.
that as a spell.
Actually, I
could
think
do
that only has range of self.
No, can't you like poke
No.
somebody
No,
and give them mage armor?
yeah, I think it's touch though. Hold up,
Isn't it pokeable?
touch.
If not,
Yeah.
Willing
Wouldn't,
creature.
wouldn't the
Yeah, but I
fact
can touch
that
'em.
you
Oh,
have
nice.
a bond with Theo, would that maybe factor into things?
Probably. Like with Doku, probably.
I'm just thinking outside the box, y'all. I'm just,
Also,
I'm just trying to.
Oh, it lasts 8 hours.
I
thought
so-
okay. 13 plus his dexterity modifier. It won't help. Philo's
Oh.
dex is 0.
Okie dokie.
Oh, he's a clumsy boy.
So that means he
But-
has a natural AC of 13.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay,
dex.
so I have no idea where Silvico is now, but we
I
gotta
did
find
what I
him.
and we
could.
kill him.
You did. We gotta find him, and then he's going to wish he was never born.
And
We'll
I'm
make
gonna
him
try to
suffer.
convince the Warforged to join us.
Yes.
One of us.
And I need to
One
keep
of
doing
us.
the murder.
What?
What did you say?
Get in the bag. One of us.
The problem is that I failed at getting her in the bag, but I feel like I could try to at least convince her to be like, hey, so you know all the crap that's been happening? We know why. Silvico's part of the reason. So
Also,
that's why
he's a terrible
I'm trying to
being.
put you in the bag.
We know
So
why
that
it's.
you can come
We,
along with us.
I genuinely thought you were going to say, we know why it's happening. It's because you're not in this bag. Get in.
No,
Only you
No.
can save us.
no, it's just like Candace is just gonna be like, I'm like, look, I really need
A
I
friend.
really I want you to come along with us.
She'd be
You'll
like,
see
wanna
what's
see a
going
magic
on.
trick?
Let's see if I can get it back.
Wanna see a
I'm going to
magic
make this
trick?
Warforged
I'm gonna-
disappear.
I'm gonna make you disappear.
All right.
Ta-da! It's gone.
Here you go.
What's up? All right. So, is that your turn, Dana?
Yes, it is.
All right. So we'll move over to the guards that are in front of Cedar. They're standing down for a moment and still doing their duty and following the orders. They look at you and they basically say, "Look, I understand you don't want to fight. We can look past the attacks and the violentness you conveyed. However, you do have to come with us until Silvercoat gets back." And they're going to basically nod, so you can come willing, or you can come the fun way.
And you promise that no harm will come to us until we are face to face with Silvico. Because I know not to ask for too much.
It's a simple parley between noble families. As the orders were given to detain you, not to harm you. You will be fine. So will this blue thing next to you and the tiny angry owl behind you. No guarantees
Racist.
on the rest.
There's a small elven girl. She's in pink. She will not be hurt either.
If you're associating yourself with her, then yes. As long as she comes willingly.
I have a job to do, sweetheart.
She's I don't know where she is. She's kind of probably working on something else, but she did not throw a punch at all. So she is completely innocent. But no harm is going to come to her.
Okay.
And Dana, and Cedar kind of looks over. Dana, or whoever you are, we will talk later. But I can't cover for you right now with what just happened.
The scarred
But we'll
woman will
talk
be
later.
put to death.
I'm sure y'all will try, but I'm nothing psycho. She crazy. I'm her friend and she smacked me, so, I mean, good luck. No offense.
Yeah. And she attacked me as well. If that helps. Which it doesn't. I'm going to stop talking.
Okay, so the guards will stand
Yes.
down for this
We will
turn.
come.
And they'll kind of grab one each will grab your wings at the shoulder and the back and just try to start pushing you along. The vine creature though and Pelly are eyes locked.
Oh gosh.
And she doesn't care as she lets go of 2 more arrows directly at the vine. Oh my god. Why is she ruthless? I rolled a 20 and a
She's
16.
getting my rolls!
So, with the modifier, both arrows just pin a leafy part of the vine to the wall. Just thunk, thunk. Two of them pierce. Vines fall to the ground as it cuts, and it lashes out and grows big, and will actually attack back, and kind of jump over you and begin to attack Pelly. And both of its attacks hit, so that's not good for her.
Question. Okay, does it? Okay, I don't know the layout. Hold up. Where is Philo in all this?
So Philo I was trying to get over, but I got distracted with the work thing. Let me get him on the map really quick, okay?
Okay, I just want to know where he is.
He's over with Dane.
Yeah, because that's what I figured.
Sorry, just getting him open. There we are. I wish I could credit this person.
Oh my
I
god!
told you not to worry about the teddy bear.
It's the skulls in the stomach.
I know, right?
There's a...
That's
yeah, that was great.
Philo. Relax.
So I wish I could credit this artist. I really want to find it again. But I found this on the internet a long time ago for when I first designed Philo. And I was like, I gotta find it one day. But yes, so he is right there. He did his...
That's what the teddy bear things are for.
Okay.
So Pelly went, Vine went, it's Gale's up. What are you doing?
Gale's gonna follow Cedar's lead. And he's gonna keep his hands raised. Say, okay, I'm gonna be cool. Right? I'll even put my hands behind my head if you want. Because magic. I'm with her. So take me to your leader.
Okay. Sounds good.
Always
So
wanted to say that.
they begin to push you again. So, one second.
Yeah, and he's not going to contest. Like I say, he's trying to cooperate and not get anybody hurt.
Cedar kind of sees what Pelly's doing. She's like, Pelly, no, Pelly.
Pelly, put the bow down.
Put the bow down right now, child.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Oh shit. What's up?
Oh, I was.
Second.
I have to back. I almost forgot. What is that? Don't fall.
This is so tense.
So,
By the way, I really am not probably gonna follow you guys to jail.
No, you don't have to.
I was
Literally, all I was saying was that you wouldn't get hurt. Like, you didn't have to come with us. I was just getting you to not be targeted.
Yeah, because I'm like, I didn't do anything. I just put a warforged in a bag, but that was about it.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth. So Gale going willingly, and they're kind of ushering you out, kind of past where Dana is now engaged with a giant bear and 2 guards.
Just easy with the wings. Easy with the wings. They're fragile.
So they're pushing you a little bit closer, and it's kind of leaving a one-on-one fight with Pelly and the Vine.
Oh,
but
gosh.
she actually
Right.
just took 2 pretty substantial hits from it after she dealt 2 shots to him. So they're blow for blow right now.
Pelly, Pelly, put down the bow, please. Just trust us on this.
Get your tail feathers over here right now.
So there are 2 guards now attacking Dana. One of them kind of lets go and basically wraps his fist around, tightening and snapping the metal into a fist as he goes in for a punch and then brings down a hammer shot down to the top of her head. The other one actually gets to about 10 feet away, draws 2 steam pistols, and lets fire 2 shots. All 4 shots aiming right at Dana. Two melee, 2 basically steam pistol shots. First one's 20, second one is 14. And then the 2 range shots is 22 and 12.
2 hits, 2 misses.
So the hammer fist kind of comes down and just right on the top of your skull, just this metal clunk. You manage to kind of dodge the first one as you're a little bit punch drunk. And you're
Actually,
gonna
1 second. Give me, sorry, 30 seconds. I'm actually, can I silvery barbs the pistol shot?
let's see. Distract the creating creature turn momentarily. Certain string roll a d20 and use. So you want me to take disadvantage on the second shot?
Right.
Okay. Still hits.
Okay. But I impart advantage on myself.
Okay. So you took 5 from the pistol shot, or not?
Okay.
I mean 5 from the hammer fist, and 12 from the pistol shot.
Okay.
So he brings it down on your skull, and as you're kind of rearing back up, you take a shot right to the back left shoulder, and you just feel the searing heat as a single melted ball of just hot iron pushed into your skin and flesh by steam as it burns the outside of your flesh as it goes in.
Okay. All right.
That'll bring us up to Philo. So what is Philo doing, Kittis?
You wanted this responsibility.
Philo is going to attack the guard that's still in range with the multi-attack.
Go ahead and do your rolls.
You sound so mad.
I am mad.
Let the hate flow through.
Let's see. One is 29. The other's one's 12. And the other's dirty 20.
Dang.
Nice.
Philo said get wrecked.
Okay.
So you said the second one is 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so 2 hit then, yeah? Looks like.
Got 2 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Looks like with based off of you said 3 attacks, 1 with the bite, 1 bite hits, 1 claw doesn't, and then the 1 claw does, right?
Yeah.
Based on the order. Okay, so 1 bite is 2d6. See, 2d6. 4 plus 6. That's 10 on the bite. And
Plus
then,
another 6.
Well, no, it was 4.
Right. 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah, the 2d6 was 4 total.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I've added the 6 for 10 total. And then, let's see, 3d8. Alright, that one's 21 plus 6, so 27 on the claw.
So Philo he bites down, lifts the thing off of the ground with his strength, and punches straight an uppercut and claws directly through the chest of the Warforged as just hot steam is now pouring out of the carcass of this machine as he rips his claw back down and just mechanical parts just fall out to the ground first before the mechanical creature just kind of starts jerking on the ground, broken, trying to recover, and only its real legs are working as its hips are twitching and turning, and it hits the ground, basically completely disabled.
I didn't want to fight.
And Kittis. It's Kittis' turn
Okay.
now.
No, Kittis is pretending that this is not happening. Like, she knows, like, she has the choice with them, and she gave Philo permission to protect Annabelle. She's like, so we're just gonna pretend that's not, I have nothing to do with that. So Kittis is going to be just talking to the Warforged. Okay. Look, there's a lot of things going on, and currently the world's completely out of whack because of what Silvico's doing. I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire of it. I know that we want to protect others, but I don't want you getting caught in the crossfire between what the world's going to be.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay, persuasion. Okay, persuasion. Where's my persuasion? Okay, that's 21.
Fuck, there's no way she's beating that. No, and she just rolled a natural 1. So, she looks at you, just kind of confused, but with wonder in her eyes, and goes, "What do I have to do?"
Well, for now, I'm going to put you in a bag until we can make it so you don't have to rely on charges anymore.
Damn, that's a lofty goal. In a
Because if
bag? And she kind of points to your bag.
it's a magic bag, it has toast.
I don't think I know what toast is. Sounds...
Well, you'll find out. It's a magic bag. There's a castle and toast. So
Sounds wonderful. And because she got a natural 1, she will let you place the bag over her head.
kidnapping is my part.
I can't do anything against a 20 and then a natural 1, so... there you go. You got temporary hit points in the form of a Warforged ally.
So she's now in my bag, and I see what Philo's doing, and I kind of send a message being like, "Okay, we gotta get out of here." So we gotta get Dana and get out.
There's a castle and toast.
I mean, hey, what else? What else? What else do
That
you
gets
need,
you
really?
to the cold steel heart of a...
I danced with her.
It's true. You did. You
Castle,
danced with her.
toast, and friendship. Yeah, what more do you need in life? Exactly.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm still taking minutes to try to find that art. I'll find it in a little bit. But okay. So, that happens. She gets in the bag. You send a Philo to try to... You send a message to Philo to try to rescue Dana. And then... Boss happens. So, what you see now is you see 3 more. A large, hulking Warforged run in, basically, to the door. Taking up a large space. He's almost filling the entire entryways. He's probably about 10 feet wide and about 15 feet tall. And both him and the small Warforged blow out a ton of steam. That steam, same as before, cracks the windows, blows everything out. The fires that were inside, set off by the grenade, are completely put out as the rest of the civilian population that were in this building are now fleeing for their lives out into the courtyard that's still kind of smoldering, and all 3 of them kind of twist their heads and lock eyes onto Dana.
Hey, Rain, do you think you can last 3 rounds while I make a chasm underneath them to plop them in?
Yeah.
So, you guys are kind of being escorted. I will say you are just a little bit down the hallway here, so you can kind of see now a little bit more about what's going on. And it is the top, well, hold on, almost the top of the round. Okay, that was the nightmare, and Cedar goes.
Let me see something real quick. I have a bit of an idea, but I'm not entirely sure if it's an idea or stupid.
It's 12% of an idea.
Okay. As I'm walking, I want to silently... Wait, I want to cast suggestion under my breath
Okay.
on that Warforged that's right next to Dana. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll for that. No, wait, I don't have to roll for that. My bad. You have to roll beat a 15.
On
15
was it
wisdom.
wisdom. Okay.
Okay. He actually failed by 1.
I just go to sleep. 8 hours, go to sleep. Shut down. 8 hours, go to sleep. Just under my breath, mumbling it.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
It sounds like nervous wizard mumbling.
Interesting. He hears your suggestion, and you are saying it in your breath. You're like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And he hears it, and the words ring in his head, and he kind of pauses for a moment as if to do like a systems check, shakes it off, and then keeps going. Roll an insight check for me, so you understand what just happened.
Hush. Insight. That's a 9.
You know the spell failed. You don't necessarily know why, though.
Asking for Sophie. Is it because he's a warforged?
He has no concept of what sleep is.
Dang it. Didn't I say, like, shut down, go to sleep? Like,
Yeah, you said shut down.
Yeah, I said shut down, go to sleep.
Alright. Shut down, go to sleep?
Yeah. Because when I was mumbling it, it was in
She
the
said shut down as part of it.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it'll make any difference, but
I think it will. He'll know what shutdown is.
I'll
No, I'm kidding.
allow it for now. So you said shut down, go to sleep 8 hours. He can probably parse together what the suggestion meant. Okay, I'll let that happen then. So we'll redact for now. So he'll pause then, and he'll be out of combat for a moment, while he's shut down, so to speak. Let's say he's kind of running a diagnostic because he just heard a voice in his head. And then that will, I guess, bring us to Dana, as long as that completes your turn, Cedar.
Yes, that completes my turn.
Okay, so the scarred woman's gonna look around and just see what everyone's trying to do. Gale and Cedar going off with the guards. Philo trying to protect her. Kittis doing whatever Kittis does. She's honestly not sure.
no one's sure.
Is anyone ever?
And
Not even
Who
me.
knows?
and in just a moment, you'll just hear her go, "Ugh, fine," and she'll sheathe her swords, pull out her flute, and start playing as a prayer to White, to specifically to lock her in stasis and come down and explain to everyone why she's been locked in stasis.
Woo!
That's a big roll. All right. Roll a performance.
Oh, so we're doing this now. Oh
It's
boy.
it's your prayer. Go for it.
All right. I will burn my advantage, which is why I did that. 23.
That's a pretty good roll. Do I have? I do. Odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay.
I like that we agreed on that.
So I don't have. Do I have an agent? Let me check. My
Technically,
faith
Philo is
meter.
an agent.
True.
Technically.
But I don't think Philo would stand down at the moment. I mean,
He's
I
in
guess it's
rage mode.
technically not up to me, but Let's see here. Oh, I do have a time minion. So, it was a pretty good performance roll. But time doesn't really stop. It doesn't slow down. You do, however,
But it can be distorted.
have a small little thing sitting now on your shoulder.
Whoa! Where'd it go?
I like that.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. It's got a little tooth mace and a tooth dagger.
It looks
Love
like an
it.
axolotl.
Yeah. I actually picked this one as an agent of time because it reminded me of like a Fey Langolier. And I might be showing my age. Yeah, so Langolier, it was a book about how a plane flew through a time portal into stagnant time. I think it might have been like it was a book. And then the Langoliers are responsible for eating all of time past. And they were these little balls, like Pac-Men, that ate old time as it passed. And that was the whole premise of the book was about. Man, I just showed my age probably. Anyways, so
It just sits on the shoulder and just say,
basically, so you do have a small little white agent Fae sitting on your shoulder that only you can see. However, it does not put you into stasis. It is just kind of hanging out with you, though.
Okay. So, alright, so then I will continue with my bonus action, assuming I still have it.
You do.
Cool. I will look at the big Warforged. I will cut along my arm and cast an amplified Blood Curse of Bloated Agony.
Okay. So, let's see. Disadvantage on strength and dex for the curse's duration. If it makes more than one attack, it will do 1/8. Okay.
And I know it says they technically have to have blood, but because I'm a Ghost Slayer, they don't.
loopholes every time.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering here. Hold on. Does it still... Let's sort to destroy Scourge and Dead wherever it's found. Wow, that is a technicality.
Yep. Order of the Ghost Slayer, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it shouldn't work, right?
Nope.
Alright. So. Okay. So you still make an aggressive action against him, though. You do your amplified Blood Curse of Bloated Agony.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yes, it is, because there's something... unless I have my action.
You have movement, technically.
Okay. Then... For my movement, because that one is non-hostile, I will put myself right in front of the big guy.
Okay.
Seeing Dana like jumps off the balcony,
Yeah.
superhero land.
Woo! Super land.
Okay.
Nice. Dang, that move.
So, that will be your turn then, and that will bring us right up to guards 1. So the 3 guards are now continuing to kind of push you, all 3 across, and you kind of see Dana still facing off against the creature, but they're still just complying and pushing you. You don't know where you're being taken, but it's in the direction of the kitchen for now. So you have a bird's eye view of everything still kind of going on.
Bird's eye view.
You like that one? The next thing you hear is a scream of pain and agony coming from the hallway behind you. As Pelly just presumably got the smackdown laid on her. And you hear kind of a gasp of breath, loud enough to just, you hear the wind get knocked out of her, and then the creaking of just wood and vine from the room behind you. And that'll bring us to Gale.
Okay. My action, I want to try and heal myself up a little bit. I did a bit of damage last session from the gunshot wounds. I will be able to cast healing spell. I'm aware that I've currently got guards behind me escorting me. But because I've technically got my hands behind my head, would I be able to, I don't know, maybe attempt to cast a healing spell?
They probably, I mean, if you're like, hey, I just going to heal my wounds and then heal your wounds, they probably wouldn't take any. Yeah, it'd probably be fine. As long as you're not like aggressive action or not complying, they probably
aggressively heals.
Yeah, as long as you don't aggressively heal. Yeah, no, as long as you don't aggressively heal, you're fine.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to try and go. So I got shot. Is it cool if I just patch myself up? Magic. That's all I'm going to do. Just want to be crystal clear with you guys.
And he basically just nods and says, "Make it quick."
Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at first level, just to give myself a bit of extra stuff. That is okay. 5 to 6. That is 9 points of healing that I do. And that'll be my turn. I'm going to continue following along and just trying to make sure that I'm following Cedar's lead.
Sounds good. All right. That will then technically bring us to guards 2. So both of them actually make a mad dash at Dana, running up to her now. One of them is going to kind of sweep the back of her legs, and the other one is going to basically clothesline her throat and just basically just double tackle sideways in both directions. Just 2 melee strikes in an attempt to like knock her down prone. The kick was a 22. The strike in the chest was only a 6.
Hit and a miss.
Yep. So you will take 6 damage.
Okay.
From the melee strike. And you just kind of feel that pain in the back of your legs, but you still remain standing.
All right.
That'll be Philo's turn now. What is Philo doing?
I hate fucking. So Philo is going to go up and attack the guard on left. The one is right, but it'd be like, yeah, that one.
We're talking stage left?
Right.
I think the audience left, technically. House left.
It would be house left.
Anyway. There we go. So anyway,
I'm
we'll
doing
do
it.
that. 23. 29. 19. No, 16. Sorry.
2 hits and a miss.
2 hits and a miss. All right. So a bite and claw again. All right. Roll. 8 plus 6. 14, right?
Yep.
If I did my math right. And then 3d8. Okay, there we go. 9 plus 6, that's 15.
Yep.
All right, 15 total?
No, 15 plus the other one.
15 plus 14, 29.
29 total.
Thank you. My 9 key stopped working. I just got sticky keyed. All right. Cool. That'll be Philo's turn then. Kiddos, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm still in the other room. Okay, so there's gonna be a couple questions for you here. With the geomancy spell, I'm in a different room. I could still cast it into that room, right?
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to aim it necessarily, but
Would I be able to? Would I be able to aim it enough to get it to the front of the room where Dana, the war forges, and all that stuff is?
you have a general idea of it, yeah.
Okay, so the idea is I'm going to create a hole and bury him.
All right. So you're gonna just try to create like a sinkhole?
Basically, sinkhole and then cover.
All right. Roll a d20 for me.
A d20.
Yeah, let's see how well you do with this.
Uh-huh. Natural 20. Woo!
Nice.
So you're in the heat of it. You're like, gotta save my friends, gotta save my friends. You can kind of channel the eyes of Philo and see through him to get kind of to help aim your spell. At that point where you're just like, hey, I can't see. Oh wait, yes I can. And you just become hyper focused as both you and Philo kind of crouch to the ground, hands to the floor, and begin channeling. So I will say 2 rounds, and you will create a sinkhole large enough, let's say 30 by 30, to kind of suck everything in a 30 by 30 range.
All right, and so does Dana notice this and figure it out what's going on?
Figure out when the ground opens.
Yeah, I mean, what Dana sees is Philos like crouching to the ground and kind of mimicking your spell casting. I don't believe Philo would have the same somatic or verbal to the spell because he doesn't speak the same way. But let's see. If Dana wants to spend an insight bonus action on their next turn to see or to see if ascertain, I'll allow it.
Okay.
So you can plan accordingly.
So that is Pittis' current turn. So
Cool. So Big Boss Man walks up to Dana, and basically what he does is he does an attack roll and attempts to basically grab her head, and as he does so, spikes fold out from his forearm, grabbing Dana's head. So let's see if the attack actually hits. At which point then you will have to make a reflexive dex save to try to avoid the claw.
22.
Okay. So you save. So he punches you basically in the face at this point with one arm. And you will take... sorry. 14 damage from that. As the claws wrap over Cedar's eye roll right there, you were just like, get out of here. As you kind of dodge the claws as they come down, you get out of the way, and he actually continues his momentum through your face. And you can see that he was attempting to pin you to the ground as his claws now kind of stick into the ground, and he snaps them off to actually get unstuck from the ground.
So would you say that was 2 actions, like 2 attack actions?
So it was one attack. No, he is about to do a second action, though.
Cool.
As he turns now to you and opens his chest, and a venting of hot steam blasts straight from his chest directly at you. And visually, you see an entire red and blue charge phase out into just a black, empty vial of glass from his shoulders as he puts a whole lot into this blast.
Mm-hmm.
16 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, so it narrowly misses you, but it's a kind of like a cone, and you just feel this heat wave flow right past you.
And that's 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. Which makes total sense. So nightmare. Okay. Cedar, you're up.
Okay. I keep letting them lead us over, and I go, "Hey, focus up. Lead us to where we need to be. Your big friend over there, I think, is doing just fine."
So they'll kind of continue to push you. You guys are only about 30 to
Literally
40
just
feet.
told them to focus on taking her to prison.
Um,
You can
Do
tell
your
she's been
job
traveling
properly.
You can tell she's been traveling with a child with ADHD when you tell the enemy, "Hey, focus on taking me to jail."
Right. So you guys are probably only about 30 to 40 feet away from the action now, as you kind of see Dana just get punched in the face, her nose broken, blood spraying out, just being left on the hand of this giant hulking creature as he
Where are you
throws
guys
out
going?
a vent of steam.
I have no idea.
Wait, yeah, where are you going? What
I don't
direction?
So there is like a little there is an underground tunnel. So they're being led to the kitchen, and they're going to be put into an underground tunnel that'll basically connect it to the prisons.
Scary.
All right. So what happens next here?
What?
That was Cedar. Dana, you're up.
Okay. I will take that insight check.
Okay, go ahead. It's a bonus action.
15.
That actually just meets what I had set. So, you understand that Philo is not going to assist you with combat anymore because Gale decided to disappear. Did we lose him? Or
I think he's probably just taking
I'm
care
just
of
putting
something.
some lights on. I'll be back.
okay.
Just putting some lights on. It's really dark.
Gotcha. So you understand with a 15 that yes, there is going to be a spell cast, and you can assume what's going on based in the ceremony of it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Rain, check your Insta.
Let's see, what can I do here?
Not die.
That'd be preferable.
A 14 doesn't beat that con save, does it? For blood curse?
No, it does not.
Okay.
The number you need is a 15.
Gotcha.
I will, yeah, screw it. I will dash, or not dash, I will run, actually, yeah, dash, away more towards the prison area.
Question. Would it be better for you to wait to dash, as, like, we need them in that spot?
Fair. So then, yeah, for this one turn, I will actually take 2 strikes, my only 2 strikes against the big creature.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 19 and a 21.
One hits.
Damn. Okay, shit. Alright,
It's the only way to react.
for 5 fire damage, 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then my, let's see, how was that worded again? With the Mimic Sword, was it successful hits or just hits?
Successful hits.
Okay, so I get 1 strike. For a miss.
Okay. Yeah, his AC is 20.
Yeah, I caught on to that.
Okay, so is that going to be your turn then?
That is my turn.
So guards continue to push you out. So you guys are kind of now going around the corner. If you should all comply, they're kind of now just behind, pushing you through, escorting you over to like the kitchen area. And as that happens, since it's now Pelly's turn, you see her get flung over the banister
Oh my gosh.
of the upper floor, followed very closely by the vine creature. And she is kind of bloodied and beaten up. But she, as she's falling, leashes out and fires 2 arrows right at the vine creature, chasing her in like this blood rage fury. Natural 1 and natural 20. That is hilarious. So I will roll that damage.
You broke the game, man.
I know I did. I don't know how that just happened. So 1 horribly misses, and kind of messes up her shoulder somehow. And the other one hits and connects, but she lands right on the back of her head, taking fall damage now too, and is now barely conscious. And that was Pelly and Vine's turn.
That sounds like a really kick-ass band name, that does.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Introducing Pelly and the Vines!
Pelly and the Vines. Super 80s. I love that. I could see that in the 80s. All right. So Philo and Kittis.
That could be have been a band name in like during Vine era.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Oh no.
Chilies.
So you guys are going to commit the first round to continue, right? You're not changing.
I'm assuming not but Rain, I would suggest barely getting outside of the radius of like the where the spell's gonna hit.
Okay.
To keep them within
The zone of
the zone of.
the drop tower
I
zone.
don't know if it's bad.
Oh, did I skip? Gail, did I skip you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I did.
I think you might have done, yeah.
I'm out of rotation because I have the other 2 guards and Gail. So Gail, you're up.
To be honest, I'm probably just going to keep complying. Gail's not in any rush to these guys off, so he's just going to keep going. For so long, he's done a little bit of healing, so he's a little bit better. He's not all the way up, but he's going to try and save his spells, just in case something happens.
Okay. So that'll be the 2 guards on Dana. A 17 and a 19 to hit.
Hit and hit.
Okay.
Don't die.
No pressure.
So they're still wailing on you with melee attacks. They are not using their pistols. They're trying to subdue you, basically, all just bludgeoning damage. 11 damage.
Okay.
And so that was the 2 guards. Kittis is continuing the 2 moves. Boss time. How much life do you have left?
9.
Don't die. Well, worst comes to worst, the fairy grabs you.
Yeah, what is that fairy doing, by the way?
We're probably about to find out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
Ooh.
23 and 17.
Both hit.
So, this giant guard stands up straight, takes both of his hands out. They transformed into like a flattened, hardened metal as they close firm, and his forearms clap both sides of your head in a 2-attack flurry, and he crushes your head in an attempt to daze you.
Okay.
Now, the damage between both attacks was 18. However, the fairy smiles for a moment, kind of cricks his head back and forth, pulls out a tooth, and resets the boss to the position he was before he attacked you. And that was your get out of jail free card. as the boss then just kind of looks confused and tries to assess what was happening.
Okay.
And that'll bring us up to Nightmare, who's just racking it up. Okay.
Party.
Cedar.
That makes sense.
Ah. Hmm. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm just very nervous as to what's happening. Well, I would like to cast Phantasmal Force on the boss. Again, under my breath. Yeah, he has to roll an intelligence of over 15.
Yeah, verbal somatic. Try to roll a sleight of hand, I guess, as well,
Okay.
because this is not a quiet spell.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec to see what I add, because I think my add is pretty high. It is. 15.
Okay.
Kind of try to do like I'm coughing. Coughing arcane words.
So you'll be able to actually fool 2 guards. One is seeing you do this though.
It's okay, buddy. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
On a failed save,
Sorry.
you create an object, creature, visible phenomenon of your choice. No longer. Sound, temperature, blah blah. Target. Investigation, and he has to roll a 15, right? For the phantasm.
Yes. Yeah.
He does not. He is not very smart.
I was counting on that. Literally, I was so counting on that.
Okay.
Okay. In just complete like, okay, what do I do? What would a robot fear? She makes it think that it is in basically one. You know the junkyards, the thing that they compact cars with.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that,
but something like that.
That's rude.
Well, she's trying to make up anything right now. She's like, what would a robot fear? I don't know, getting smushed. I fear getting smushed.
Love? Oh.
Why is everyone so afraid of love? Love! Ah! But yeah, no, she does that.
Mm-hmm.
And the somatic is like the hand motions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So she just kind of like very subtly kind of goes, like kind of is like pushing her hands together, like it looks like a nervous tick, actually. Like just like, but really she's trying to channel like, okay, think of something like constricting, crushing. And that is what she does.
Cool. Go ahead and roll your D6
But acts
damage.
like she's following and just nervous and afraid and all that.
Roll damage.
Roll damage? Okay. What do I roll again? Oh. Okay, wait, there we go. 1d6 psychic damage. Alright. That's 2.
Alright, so he definitely takes 2 damage.
I'm helping.
The other unfortunate part of this is that was a concentration spell. So, guard 1 wakes up, snaps back to reality,
There goes gravity.
and Dana is now
Please tell me you
surrounded
look for Dana.
on all 4 sides by Warforged.
So now Dana's stuck. So, okay.
That'll actually bring us to Dana's turn, actually.
Okay.
Dana getting out. You can disengage.
No,
But that way.
Run.
I have
Run.
a little bit of an idea.
Okay.
Self-preservation.
Take this one. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do this. What does it take to bamf out King? An action, a bonus action, a free action? What are we talking?
I mean, it would probably be an action. Yeah.
Okay. Would King get his own action?
We would roll him in. I would roll him in, and he would pop in probably next round. I mean, if you wanted to still take movement, you can.
I don't need movement. I just need hit. I just need an action from him.
You just need an action from him. We can roll him in.
Yeah.
And he can join in. The boss did not roll very well. The guards rolled okay though, so you could probably beat action of the guard behind you. Nah, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. So yeah, no, you can bring him in with an action, and we'll roll him in and put him into the rotation.
His is actually better than mine. He got a 19 initiative.
Okay, so he'll go.
Oh no, so that meets mine.
Yeah, so he'll go right after you then.
Okay, so I will bamf in King. The moment he gets on, I will take my movement to jump on his back. Which would not disengage me or anything, because I'm still in the same space.
Yeah.
And then I will use, and then that is the end of my turn, and I will use King's action to use the ability Ethereal Stride, and transport both of us to the ethereal plane.
Nice.
Did he have that? Did I give him that?
It's from the Nightmare stat block.
Oh, so that's base Nightmare. Okay. Yeah, it is, isn't it? So I guess I did. Well, howdy doodies. Alright.
You're not the only one.
Okay, yeah, so you are the only one that could be taken with range then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. So that's interesting. The 3/1 creatures. Playing from material plane or vice versa. Huh. I'll have to look into that here really quick. So you and King vanish as all three, basically the, yeah, so you and King vanish off into the realm, and that'll effectively disengage you out of combat. And you vanish. We'll have to figure out where you're going in just a second. But okay, so that will bring us to guards 1. Yeah, okay. So guards 1 is... So guard 1 will walk over to Pelly and basically just grab her and squeeze her. And she is definitely pinned down now. Being prone, she basically doesn't have much defense there. So she is now pinned down. And the Warforged almost looks like he's protecting her from the vine creature. The second one now attacks Cedar directly in the back.
Yeah, I kind of deserved that, yeah.
With a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I have a 16 armor class. So, yeah.
8 damage.
Sushi wizards.
8 damage?
Yeah, he's only striking you. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that.
Oh.
What was?
Our security system went off for some reason, but so
We apologize to our headphone users.
I know, I apologize. Sorry about that. I tried to tried to mute as quick as possible, but yeah. So he attacks you basically in the back, breaking just his, because he saw you and the other two didn't, so they're kind of looking at him now like, what the hell just happened?
Cedar goes, ow, ow, hey, he hit my sister. I got one free hit, okay? That's just fair.
Let's see, Pelly is going to try to get up. And she's actually going to beat his strength, surprisingly, by 1.
Oh, no.
So she actually gets up to her feet. And holds an action. see here. So that'll bring us to Gale.
Okay. Gale sort of seeing Cedar getting hit is going to say, "Hey, what's going on there?"
She cast a spell.
So did I.
Yeah,
I
but
don't see you
asked
hitting me.
first.
Oh, okay. So we have to ask permission so we don't get smacked. Okay. Still getting used to the laws in this place.
Laws.
And then Gale hears over the mind blink. They don't know I cast too.
Seems to be common sense. You go willingly. You don't do anything aggressive.
Well, you said that no harm would come to my sister, and she looks pretty dang harmed. So I'm done doing stuff. I'm still walking. I'm not lashing out at any of you all.
Yes.
And yeah, I just one free blow. That's all. And I'm done. I'm done.
Compliance was for safety. She continued to fight.
Can we just get to the place now, please?
Yeah, I'd think much safer if stop this and get somewhere where we've got people on my wings, maybe swords in our backs, that kind of thing.
So the other two guards, as you guys are communicating, go up to Philo and basically just attack.
Hey.
One of them hits, one of them critical misses and hits the friend adjacent to them in the shenanigans. Philo will actually take 14 damage, though.
Okay.
And so you feel it. However, percentage-wise, you actually take 1 damage.
Okay.
But he's got a pretty decent life pool, so you feel the connection, you feel the attack that he just took, but it's not too bad. But it is now your turns.
Well, so I still cast the. I'm like that. This is the final round, so that means it happens now, right?
If you wanted to still create the sinkhole, yes.
Yes, I wanted to create the sinkhole and just because the goal was sinkhole cover, just basically bury.
Okay. So where are you going to do it?
It's going to be within like where the main guy is. I don't like the main guy. He pissed me off.
Okay. So you basically are gonna suck the main guy kind of underground. That's the goal?
Yep. Just make him go, bye!
Okay. I'm gonna give him a dex save, although it's not gonna matter because his dex is -1. Yeah, so he just rolled an 8. So yeah. Your sinkhole opens up. And you see him like grab the sides of the sinkhole and try to like pull himself up with strength, and then it kind of caves in more and his hands give way and he gets sucked into like this sand vacuum underneath the ground in a huge hole, and he just basically gets covered over with bedrock and stones and dirt and sand and basically anything they built the foundation, and the wood floor now is gone and there's just a huge hole where he was.
Bye. Okay.
Okay.
And so he basically gets taken into the hole. But that now causes a panic because the other guards don't understand what just happened. And so he is taken out of the fray. But now everyone's freaked out and doesn't understand what just happened. And we will go up to Cedar's turn. But they are no longer escorting you. They just witnessed
You can escape
what
now.
happened.
Bye.
She grabs Gale's wrist and goes, "We're going." And then she runs to where she thinks they were leading her because she's like, okay, if I can find underground tunnels, I can probably find Silvico.
Okay.
Or at least, like, the brother, I don't know.
So are you going to try to slip out kind of into the area that they were going?
Yes.
While they're distracted by the giant hole that appeared.
While they're distracted by the giant hole.
All right.
And I'd like to take the dash action as well.
Okay, so you make it into the kitchen, which is basically, aside from the dining room or the big gala area that Kittis was, and the party was, and the dining hall, there is a kitchen adjacent to it, and that's basically the only other place that could have been taking you. So you make it into the kitchen with your turn.
Okay, can I roll investigation to see
Since you
where
took the dash action to get there, that was your movement
That
and
was
your
your
action.
action.
okay. Never mind then.
Okay.
Did Gail come with?
Yeah, she
You guys are separated, technically. You guys were being
You
moved
broke my
with the
hand!
guards. You guys were being moved with the guards before, but he was still taking his own turn. So your movement was basically guards' movement plus whatever movement you wanted. So Gale will still have a turn here momentarily, but they're not ushering you anymore. Dana.
Yo.
You have the option to phase back in if you wanted. I will let you ethereal shift back into combat, but you are out. And you are basically looking at a hellscape of just flat land and fire.
Would I technically be able to see? Would I be able to see the material plane at all from the ethereal plane?
No.
Okay. Comparative to where I was, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it would work, so I'll leave it to your discretion. I'm gonna move about 30 feet to the right of where I was to be right about on the rug next to the vine creature.
All right.
And then I'll move, and then with that I will phase back in.
Okay, so you'll take your movement, and you'll use King's
Well,
action.
a third of King's movement.
Yeah. So are you holding action and then let King move and then phase back in?
Right.
I figured. Okay. Yeah, so it's actually a 1-for-1 space. So I just had to do a little bit of quick reading. Ethereal plane and material plane are a 1-to-1 space. I'm just going to say, for thematic purposes, it is a plane between the existence of Earth and Feywild. So, yes. You will pop back in with King. Basically behind everything that was happening. You see the vine creature pissed off, spinning around, one of the guards pinning Pelly to the ground, and 5 creatures now focused solely on a giant bear.
Okay. I will what is the vine creature doing to Pelly? Is it holding her down? What's the deal?
It seems to just be holding.
Okay. I will use my action to try and grab Pelly and like hoist her onto King.
Okay, roll a strength.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay, so you
Nice.
you'll move over and grab her. Yes.
And then we will use the rest of King's movement, which is 60 feet,
Mhm.
to rush down the hall where I saw Gale and Cedar be taken.
Okay, so you have 2 opportunity attacks, one on you, one on Pelly.
Would they be reallocated to King?
No.
Okay.
Not if their focus was on you and I mean, they could attack King. I just don't think they would.
Okay.
Whew, just rolled an 18 and a 24. So which one do you want, Vine or or Guard?
I'll silvery barbs it regardless.
Which one?
With my last charge.
Which one?
I'll take the vine creature.
Okay. Vine re-rolls. $16?
Miss.
Okay. So the vine creature missed, but the guard pulls out a shot. He pulls out his pistol, aims it directly as Pelly goes by on King and fires a shot, piercing her body as it goes limp. And she basically
Well-
almost falls off the horse as you have to kind of grab her and hold her on.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you dash?
Down the hall where I saw Cedar and Gale start to go.
Okay, so you could dash across the battlefield, or you can kind of go around it if you wanted to.
Couldn't you go over it since you're
Yeah, I could go
fly?
over it. King has a flying speed.
Technically, yeah. Yeah. So you could probably get up to, yeah, just across the whole ballroom and the whole. Yeah, so you could probably get up to probably about where they're at.
Perfect. I'll do that.
Okay. And Pelly's unconscious, lifeless body on the saddle next to you.
Not lifeless, just unconscious.
Just unconscious.
I leave.
There's a big difference between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's King. So that's guard 1. So guard 1 group is you and you. So he will rush over and take a shot against the bear. The vines will take and follow you. 17 to the bear plus attack modifier will hit. Damage pool. Kiddus, you take 1 more damage as Philo takes a bullet to the head and it kind of clips off a piece of his ear in his teddy bear form. And he takes 11 damage. Are you tracking her as life or should I?
I have no idea what Philo's life is.
126.
126?
Dang.
I've not been tracking.
That's
So.
respectable.
126. I don't know what the damage was.
I got it.
Okay.
We are good. I'll track it.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
let me know where he's at so then I can keep track.
Cool.
Go.
So Pelly will roll a save. She saves fine. So she's good there. That'll bring us to Gale.
Okie dokie. So Gale is going to try and follow suit with Cedar, with her sort of dragging him along. We'll try and sneak into the area where she's gone into, and I can use dash, can't I, as an action?
You can
Try and
catch.
close the gap.
Yeah, you could catch right up to her if you wanted.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do there.
Okay.
So you caught up. Any bonus actions? Anything like that?
No, this is the wrong character to be asking bonus actions for. I'm going to instead spend the rest of my turn saying, Cedar, next time, please ask before you take my hand. It's been too weird a day for you to randomly do that.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry,
I saw
inside voices.
I saw a chance to move, and yeah, but okay.
Okay, well, good move. Let's see if we can find him. And that's my turn.
Okay. So the other 2 guards approach Philo, and it's just a brawl as a flurry of fists just start opening and just volleying right into Philo's bear form, and he's just punch, landing blows, kind of like One Punch Man in an anime. He's just taking
I
shots.
love One Punch Man.
Oof.
Health check.
What's that?
Philo health check.
Philo health check? Let me roll damage first.
Yeah.
You're wrecking.
He has 55 life left.
Okay.
You've taken a residual, probably 16 more hit points of damage after that volley, because I rolled 2 natural 20s
Okay.
on 6 attacks. So he basically just took a flurry of blows, and as that's happening, you actually see the stitching on his chest opening up and opening up and opening up, and the weaker he gets, the more these trapped soul dreams inside of his little teddy bear body are kind of like ripping to get out. And you can actually hear the tearing of a teddy bear of like a sound as he's just getting hit. But it is yours and his turn.
Okay, so two things. One, okay, the first thing is where am I? Because like I know I'm in a different room,
Yeah.
but where?
So you're probably on the band. So if we brought this back in, then you're probably here. If you were to dash, you could probably make it into the dining room where everybody else is.
Okay, so I will probably hold on. Okay, if I don't dash, if I just walk, would I get into the doorway?
I'll say you can. Yeah.
Okay, so I get into the doorway, and so has anyone noticed me?
No one would be paying attention to you now.
Okay. So then in that case, I'm going to be probably following wherever, let's see. Okay, I will probably dash then because I want to get up to where Cedar and Gale are.
Okay, so you guys are kind of running up then.
Then let's see, in terms of Philo. Okay, so a couple things. One, with Philo, okay, Philo has 55. If Philo's hit points hit 0, does he automatically go back to me? Or does he actually, like...
Don't know. You feel his blows, so you feel the damage that's occurring. That's
come
hitting
on!
you.
I am, like, literally soul bonded to him. There's no way he doesn't know how this works.
You feel if his hit points were to hit 0, you would be severely weakened and potentially incapacitated. However, you don't feel that... You kind of feel like you trust him, though, so you know that it wouldn't kill you.
Okay, it wouldn't kill me. Okay, so I see where what he does, and currently... So he has his attack actions and all that stuff.
Could she not, like, yo-yo Philo back to her?
Yeah, that's... Well, the problem is I don't want to quite yet, because that would bring all the guards on us.
Right.
You would know that this is basically a projected image of himself in a dream state. His real body would probably appear and then be able to come back to you, but he was weakened. So this is not a real form. He's just piloting it.
Okay, if his hit points go down too much, I want him to do that.
Okay.
And then I guess that's the end of ours because he's keeping them distracted so we can get out.
Okay. So you moved. Is he gonna attack at all?
Probably. Okay, so he's okay. Which one looks like I could just take them out? Is there any of them I could potentially just take out?
They're all relatively healthy. There's one that has some damage, which you might be able to kill, because he's at about half life. But aside from that, most of them look pretty healthy.
Oh, I'm just going to just attack whoever then.
Okay.
So, multi-attack, let's go. Well, 14.
Nope.
Yeah, I figured not. So the bite does nothing. 19.
That'll hit one.
23.
That'll hit another.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. First one does, let's see, 15, so 21 damage. And let's see, 21 damage and 25 damage.
Oof. Did you want to focus fire the weak one, or did you want to spread that out?
Depends. Let's see. We'll focus fire the weak one.
Okay. You take him out. Philo
Right.
literally punches him in the chest and like rips out pieces, bites his head and just rips it off at the neck as a steam whistle. You can hear it just going, blowing out the neck like a train whistle as he tosses it to the ground, and the guard goes down.
Okay. Then let's see. And with him disappearing, would he be able to do kind of like a weird, like make the dream thing kind of like almost like explode in a weird thing? Would be very distracting.
Since he's in a physical form right now, not just yet.
Yeah, I just mean that whenever it's time.
Oh yeah, something will happen.
Yeah, okay. Then that's the end.
It's a surprise for you. Don't worry.
Surprise later.
So we will do that, and not very good. Okay, so you feel a pretty heavy rumbling in the ground. The earth around you is shaking, but yeah, you know where it's coming from. It seems to be focused around the hole in the ground.
No, closed over.
Okay. It is indeed closed over, and he is buried completely, but also doesn't require oxygen.
Oh.
So he's
I was hoping that the
Oh,
burying
dear.
rock would just absolutely just pelt his entire being out of existence.
Grief.
And that'll bring us up to the top, Cedar.
I'm looking for anything that's telling me why the heck they'd bring us to the kitchen.
Roll an investigation.
Let me check my mod. That's a 26.
So you're kind of like feeling around, and you're like, why would we go to the kitchen? And you can kind of see that other people actually probably used this path as an evacuation recently, just given everything that happened. And you can see a slit in the wall where like a false door would be. A lot of those royal mansion had like doorless or knobless doors that you can kind of push in and it'll push open towards you. And you kind of find like it's really easy to spot because it was like not covered up very well because people were in a hurry. And you find a false wall.
I open the door.
Okay. It opens to a pretty large cavern.
Okay, I think we go through here.
Okay. You're taking your movement to get out?
Yes. Yes, I'd like to get away from the guards, please. Like,
Okay.
Cedar's like, probably should not be in the same room as them.
There you go. Dana, what you doing?
Dana's gonna follow after Cedar.
Okay. So you're gonna try to just take the movement and get into the kitchen area?
With my 90 feet, can I get to the tunnel?
You can get into the kitchen, probably. You're kind of in this doorway right here, next to kind of like this guard right here, and you'd basically be going around.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And
Are you carrying Pelly?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Just had to double check.
And I'll actually have King dash, take another 90 feet, and move towards the tunnel.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of like bust through into the kitchen, see that there's an open tunnel. Gale just kind of looking around, and Cedar's starting to go down. And you'll.
Well, I'll see if would I have the room on King to pull Gale up with me.
You would probably have to roll a strength, and then I'd probably also make it a sleight of hand to see if you can still, because you're holding dead weight of Pelly on.
Right.
So if you were to try to pull Gale up, you potentially could,
soon.
but you would also have to see if you could like focus on holding her as well.
Well, would I have to roll the strength check to pull Gale up because he's conscious and not being restrained, so he could do it all himself?
He would probably be a dex roll for him.
Yeah, I can do that.
But so you could either pull him up or he can attempt to jump on.
Okay. I'll just look at Gale, and with this like sick grin on my face, I'll go, "Get on. We're getting out."
He will begrudgingly try and clamber on and say, "All right, Denala, but you're staying with me."
All right. So that will be. Will that be the turn then? For now. For
that'll be yeah.
Okay. Guard 1. That is not a D20. That was a D12. Ah, fucking Guard 1 rolls to attack Philo. It's another 12 damage for Philo. Doubled.
Doubled?
It's a nat 20.
Why are you nat 20s?
My green dice is just rolling.
Stop rolling it.
Can you send that to the UK so I can get some of that good? I'm just asking for a friend.
Kind of my only good dice right now is my green d20, which is
Well,
crazy.
stop
'cause
rolling it.
my red ones usually. You take another 4 damage. Kiddos.
I take another 4.
Yep. Pelly rolls a death save. Actually, wakes up. Just rolled another 20. So, different dice actually. So Pelly actually begins to regain a little bit of consciousness. As she like comes to and she kind of sees you, and she's actually going to try to like push you away. That'll bring you to Gale. Gale, are you trying to jump on horse?
Yes, I am.
All right. I will say with your movement and everything that you potentially can, because it's not in a rush, it's on your turn.
Okay.
So, and Pelly's kind of awake now. Yeah, you know what? Just for shits and gigs, why don't we still do a dex though? Let's just make sure you don't get a nat 1.
Okay. That'll be acrobatics by any chance.
Yes.
Good. I have a +1.
Let's go.
Okay, there we go. Dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, so you jump on like most so gracefully, and you're just like, you jump on, you're at the back of the saddle, you grab Dana, and you're like, I meant to do this. Like, it was just so perfect.
See, now I roll good, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Is that technically just my movement, or is that counting as an action as well?
No, you can take an action.
Okay, great, because I'm gonna see Pally passed out, and I'm gonna heal her as well. I'm still gonna heal. I'm still gonna heal. I want to save the island. I'm gonna do another first level cure wound on her. That's gonna be okay, big money. That's gonna be 14 points of healing for her.
Oh, dang.
Oh, nice. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's pretty substantial then.
And that was just first level, so
That's pretty good. All right. Cool. So you heal her. And now we have guards again. So one guard, run to the doorway, take aim at Dana.
Be distracted by the bear, stupid guard.
Well, no, the one guard was kind of watching everything happen. So that's 19.
No.
Hit.
All right. 8 damage.
I'm just up, just barely
You're
up.
just barely up.
So you take a shot right to the back of the chest. It kind of kinks off your spine for a moment. The other 3 guards still engaged with Philo. 17, 18, 16. So Philo probably go bye-bye. Let's roll damage. Okay. So, Kiddos, you feel a searing pain. As you feel just every punch that you kind of felt the residual pain before, you feel as if they're actually connecting with you now. As the bear form that Philo was in finally rips up the center. And you see him kind of fall out of phase, out of the stuffed animal. And as he hits the ground, dozens of nightmarish skulls fill the entire room. Probably 2-3 dozen nightmares are pelting the guards as they're like freaking the fuck out because now they just have a bunch of skulls that are like bang, 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 attacking them. And he just basically has this AoE spell and lights them up. and I'll roll damage on that in just a second. Just as soon as that happens, though, a steam explosion appears right behind them as the arm and hand of a giant hulking metallic monster pulls himself up from the ground. And Kittis, you're hurting, but it's your turn. You have a guard in front of you following, a vine creature
Question.
following right behind
Is
that.
he fully through the doorway?
What's up?
Is he fully through the doorway, or could I potentially slam the door in his face?
You could potentially close the door, yeah. He's not he's not through the doorway, but the door was open.
So, okay, so I'm gonna teleport. I'm trying to, I'm gonna slam the door shut and use my goblin key to lock it.
That is so smart.
Forgotten you had that.
Oh my gosh. This one.
Okay. Alright. Interesting. Alright. Okay. So yeah, you do so, because okay.
You didn't expect Olsen to go, I'll just go.
No. As the first time you actually remembered to use one of your items that I gave you, so I'm like, no, I got no arguments. So yeah, you.
I had thought of using them, I just couldn't figure out a good way to use them
Oh
yet.
yeah, no, it's all good. I love it. So yeah, you do close and lock the door, and you hear like a slamming up against the door as you do. Now we will take a sidebar here.
Huh?
So you guys now are kind of running. Essentially, some of you are running into this tunnel system. You're all together. And you guys can probably continue to run. You'll be pursued eventually, you can assume. But what would you guys like to do? So what is the intent here?
Run!
What does the tunnel system look like?
So actually, don't necessarily have a map for this. Just up
Like,
right now.
okay, just like the walls. Is it like stone? Is it wood?
Yeah, so you notice that it kind of it starts off as really polished marble, as it goes down, and as it hits a certain point, once it goes down, it opens up into like a larger cavernous space with walls that are probably 30 foot wide. So it seems like it's a natural cave system, partially, that you can kind of run through. The ground is a little bit more jagged, but you can kind of see it's walked. As you go through, there's pockets that have carved out spaces with supplies in them that are like behind locked bars, but they're kind of built into the side of the cave, and it just kind of continues down. There are a couple of diverted paths, but for the most part, you can see the footsteps, and everyone's kind of followed just one.
So question, do we want to end up out where everyone else did, or do we want to carve our own way out?
I think we want to find Silvico.
Well, we're kind of
Yes.
in pain.
Well, yes.
I don't think we could fight him in the Nightmare Lady at this moment.
Not with that attitude.
I would
Sorry.
come to Britain just to strangle you.
Sometimes I feel very in danger sitting right here. Sometimes I see my life flash before my eyes, but it's okay. Nothing's happened yet.
I thought I was safe with the ocean between us.
Oh, is that so
Bold
cute?
assumption. Bold assumption.
That is so cute.
Anyway.
Gosh. I don't know.
Okay, so we're assuming that everyone else, because we don't know where Silvico went. He teleported, right?
That's
Let's
right.
take a diverted path.
Take a diverted path and try to get out a different way.
Either that or find an alcove or somewhere just to hunker down.
Yeah, because we gotta get hidden.
Yeah. We take a diverted path.
Okay, so you guys are going to take a little bit of a diverted path, okay? Give me just a minute or so to get a map here for us.
And as we do that, Cedar casts prestidigitation on the cave floor to make an image that looks like the different like non like talon claw mark footprints of her friends going the way that everybody else goes, so that if they track us, they think that we went that way. Because I can make images on stuff.
This looks good. That's free.
Okay. Love my goblin key.
So,
That thing came in handy.
Oh, I had full intention to use that thing. I was like, I put it in the useful items thing, and I didn't put it inside the bag. I kept it on my persons.
yep. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move everything around here. So I got a map. Roll those off to the side.
Oh, there's pools of water. We can run.
I can hide in the water.
Well, the thing is last week we were told that anywhere where there's water.
Yes. Yes.
Good thought.
I will dive into the water.
So you guys kind of begin at the top left here. You can hear pounding on the door as they're attempting to break it down. You did cast your prestidigitation, but you guys are now kind of running through this space here. And this is a perfect map. There's a Patreon here for this, and I want to call it out really quick, because I'm like, I found this in a pinch. I don't know who you are, but Dr. Map 20, this is dope and perfect for this scenario, so thank you. Because it's easier than calling it out, putting it up on the channel. So, just getting it down to size here for you guys really quick. So you guys, yes, are in the top left. You're making your way out. You can kind of see the path that's followed. That's a guard. But you can hear a lot of noise and commotion behind you. Interestingly enough, Pelly is awake, and she forces herself off of King, unless you try to contest and want to have a strength off.
Nope.
Okay, so she jumps off of King, and she just looks pissed. What are you guys doing?
Are we still running, or did we find a like little alcove yet?
So you can see that everyone kind of runs left to the main chamber, and you guys can kind of go, or excuse me, they run their left, stage left. But you guys can kind of run up into this little up area. It's probably about 15 feet up.
Perfect.
But you guys kind of work your way up and are hunkered down.
Okay.
Beautiful. Love it.
Currently, okay. Oh, and we'll
just kind of flops down. Okay.
Why you guys
okay.
short breath?
Should I cast a basically create a wall so that looks like the rest of the wall, so it doesn't like it looks like this part doesn't exist?
That's smart. I like that.
Can I do that?
But with enough holes that we'll have air circulation.
Oh no, we'll still have air. It's just gonna look like part of the wall.
I hate those.
You guys need air?
Yeah.
You know what?
But Doku, can I do that?
With what spell?
The geomancy, like basically make it look like this path doesn't exist.
It'll probably take a couple of minutes, so you can definitely take a second to channel that as things are going on, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I shall do that very quickly before they come in.
Okay, so you'll spend a few minutes doing that.
Yeah, Cedar just starts checking up on everybody. Is everyone okay? Kittis, are you alright?
Casting!
Oh, okay. Back to you later. Kelly, oh my gosh. And she just kind of like holds Kelly. You're okay.
She shoves you off. You're pathetic. Your disappointment. He was right there.
You think I don't know that?
And you gave up.
Did not give up, Kelly. You know how I
watched
lived this long? You know how I lived this long? By learning when to smile, when to say, no, it's okay, and when to fight another day. Live to fight another day. Ever heard that phrase before? Because that's how I've had to live 13 years.
Well, I'm sorry.
So you know what?
I'm sorry that your life gave you no backbone, but I've been struggling to survive my entire life since you left. He was right there.
I'm still going to give him exactly what's coming to him, Kelly. Don't worry. But as I saw it, all of us were surrounded. We had a bit of, raging fire going on behind us. I had no idea where Kittis was. No offense, just keep casting. And she says that kind of like over to the side. And I'm trying not to get people killed here, okay? Look, I understand how you kept fighting. I do. Sometimes violence is not the answer. You have to wait for the violence to be the answer.
You mean like this? And she says the name Agatha. And you hear laughing in your ears.
My doll?
Oh, heck no, I hate this.
In a familiar
It was
voice.
Agatha all along.
Hold on. Where did my...
Harry!
And you hear a lot of laughing. I thought the favors were up to me. And you hear Pelly's voice in your head. Not this time. And everyone watches as Cedar disconnects her necklace and hands it over to Pelly, breaking the attunement that she had. Pelly takes it from her hand and says, "Thank you." Pelly then, before the casting is done from Kittis, falls off the edge of the rock backwards, and you hear, "I invoke my right to call upon the council. The council of the name I had, the council of Alulim, the first leader." And time stops. Dana freezes where she stands. Kittis freezes where she stands. And you hear another voice in your mind, this time a great owl. "Cedar, do you contest the claims of Peli Nectea to rule?"
Yes, I do. And I offer myself up in the stead.
Is what you say in your mind. But
If
the
that
words that come out of your mouth.
dang nabbit.
Wait, is it my... Okay, is this actually my cursed doll?
No,
Okay. The hag, okay.
this is the hag.
Is Agatha?
That's actually her. It's because it was Hagatha. Her name in my notes was Hagatha. So when I actually named her, I named her Agatha. And then you came up with the name for your doll by complete happenstance. And I was like, that's gonna be really funny.
Oh gosh, I hate that.
So you are fighting to get the words out. The world around
Am I
you
allowed
is
to roll?
silently.
Can we roll off?
Nope.
Dang it.
Okay.
So if you wanted to try to contest the words, you can fight this. So you have to
Yes.
fight with every ounce of your being to contest the hag's will, and then you're going against your deal.
Do you want to go against your deal with the hag?
Do you break the deal with the hag?
Well, see, but the thing is, I'm trying to basically just do the same thing I'm trying to get to the end of this story here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, I'm not breaking the deal.
But you break the deal.
So here's what's going on.
Oh boy.
You want to get to the end of your story, and the hag is helping you do that. You made a deal to basically get what you wanted. In your heart, you don't want to rule. In your heart, you want to kill Silvico. So that is why she just made you give up the necklace, and that's why she's trying to stop you from Pelly ruling the family and basically invoking council.
I break the deal.
So you contest.
Okay.
I contest. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So Pelly vanishes in front of your eyes. As she's falling into the ground, a couple of just light bubbles hit the ground and come up off the ground. You go, no, I don't accept her claim. I will contest her claim. And the words are spoken. And in that moment, a pain comes over your whole body as your wings molt and rot and basically turn to necrotic tissue, as after a brief moment they fall to the ground and turn to dust. And the hag laughs and goes, I still get one. And you snap back to reality. Pelly's gone. You're in the cave. You contest. Basically what that means is when council is called, and you would know this innately, if you contest to her ruling, the first day of council on the Imperial Mountain in front of the Great Owls will be you making a case for your succession. If you succeed in your case of succession against Pelly, you then spend the next 3 days convincing the rest of the continent why your family should rule. So you would know in 1 week's time you have to be on top of the Imperial Mountain, and you just lost your wings to get there. So now all of you are in a cave, and in a blink of an eye, the wall goes up, and Cedar is standing there, wingless.
What just
Pelly, you
happened?
idiot! Ah! I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. They're gone, aren't they?
Cedar, what just happened to you?
I broke my deal with the hag
Oh,
to contest my sister deciding to rule. And so the hag took my wings again.
I'm so
That's
sorry to hear they're gone.
pretty poetic. All right, everybody take a rest so that we can be ready for whatever happens next.
Okay.
And she just she has not made eye contact with anyone in the room since snapping back to reality. And she just kind of goes over to the side of the cave, just kind of puts her cloak over where her wings used to be, wraps up, and is just facing the wall, laying down on the ground.
Gail's gonna head over to Kinnis, and say, "Hey, I'm gonna heal up Denala, make sure she's okay. Do you want to maybe talk to Cedar? She could do with maybe talking to someone right now."
I, yeah. Sure.
Okay.
She picks up Philo and kind of wanders over.
I love how Romeo's representing Philo in this situation.
What happens to
that's why I pulled
Philo?
him over.
What happens to
He's
Philo?
turned into a dog.
Huh?
He's unconscious right now, but he's alive.
Goodness, I'm so sorry about Philo. God, what's happening right now? Okay, we'll help him in due course. Right now, we need to make sure everyone else is okay. And hey, we're the two healers, right?
Yeah. We're the two healers. I really wish that bot died, though.
Yeah. Hey, we'll make this right. We'll see. We just gotta get through this tough bit first.
Okay. So she gets up and kind of just wanders over Cedar. Hey. Hi. She kind of like puts Philo like trying to like blanket. Like she's like, I don't know, maybe this will fix. Maybe this will fix
I
both
don't
of
know how
them.
to person.
Cedar just kind of like sits up and kind of turns around. And like, you know, normally when where her eyes are usually like wide and bright and like looking and trying to see everything, like there it just kind of looks like there's nothingness. And they're almost like half lidded. What's up? Are you okay? Did you get the Allen thought?
It didn't go down completely. I just more delayed it.
No, I mean the one you wanted to say if you're dancing.
Oh, yeah, she's in the bag. She's
Good.
in the bag right now. I had to talk her into it though.
At least we had one success today. So, do you need something?
No, it's more I just Kelly is pretty strong-willed.
Yeah, you could say that. Why can't she see I'm just trying to protect her? I told her to stay with Ocelus and Cernia because that's where I knew she'd be safe. I tried to tell her not to fight, and oh, now I'm pathetic. I mean, I am, but I don't want to hear her say it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be unloading this on you. It's not your.
It's kind of what little sisters do, though. Before I left my family, Haku yelled at me all the time. He couldn't understand why I didn't just get certain things. He sometimes got frustrated because I would go off and do my own thing, and sometimes I would kind of terrorize the rest of our family members. I didn't mean to. It's just they didn't seem to understand me any more than I did them. Older siblings, you all want to protect us. I know Haku did. But the thing is that you can't really. We're going to do our own things, make our own choices. Before I left, Haku told me be hedonistic and to try to enjoy life, make my own choices for a change. You can try, but ultimately we're people too, not just a little sibling.
I know. And she's changed so much since I left. And I'm just trying to make up for, I guess, not being there the past 13 years, and I'm trying to be for her what Strix was for me. Except I was way better behaved of a child, frankly. But I mean, look where that got me. Maybe it'll go well for her. Who knows? but I don't think she should be queen. She's too impulsive, too headstrong. And I love her. But I also don't want that burden on her. And now I'm wingless. One day I'm gonna find that stupid hag. You should get some rest, Kiss. Thank you for coming over to talk to me. I appreciate it. I know it's not exactly something you're very comfortable doing, so thank you.
You're welcome. Gail told me to.
I figured. Go get some rest and take care of Philo.
Okay. Okay.
And she's just kind of sitting now, kind of just staring into nothing. I don't want it. She's gonna...
She kind of picks up Philo to take care of him. And then kind of like heads off and kind of waits for Cedar to go to sleep.
Oh, before she goes to sleep, she stands up for a second, goes over to like the farthest bit of the little cave away from the others, and just kind of whispers, Argos, I need you to show me where Silvico is.
DM?
Let's see. As you wish. And he engages his normal pain, if you will. And it hurts, but you almost feel numb after the events of the day. And it takes. And you are in a bedroom. And you see a woman sleeping. And she seems to be tossing and turning a lot. But it's not a royal bedroom at all. It's literally, it looks like just a commoner's house. A normal person's house, someone in middle class. I mean, there's some ornate things, a nice mirror in the room, but all in all, you don't actually recognize her. But you're there in the room with her, floating above her as Argos is looking down and you looking through his eyes.
Admittedly, I'm confused, but you seem to only be wrong when people are dead, so show me how you got here.
And you zoom out and zoom out, and he's taking more and more as it kind of courses through your veins. It almost feels like an ichor. Your blood gets thicker as he kind of pulls out of a view and goes into a black tear above in the sky. Sorry, I got a lot going on in the house right now. A black tear in the sky, and through that black tear, out pops from the other side. You're looking down now at the castle, and then you go into the castle, into the kitchen, into the underground cavern where you're at.
He goes, okay. Thank you, Argos.
Always.
And then she kind of goes back to her spot, trembling just a little bit from the pain, but other than that, she's not really showing, like, letting on that happened. And she just kind of lays back down.
Okay. Gail? Dana?
Yeah, so Gale is going to head over to Dana. And he's not going to say much to her.
As you're getting close, she just like you see her like in a ball, shaking like vigorously, shaking, and you just like your first thought from what you've seen is that it's like some kind of sick, twisted, like adrenaline, desperate to go out and finish what she started, and then you watch tears fall from specifically the right side of her face, and she just like in a very shaky, broken voice just goes, stay away. I can't hurt anyone else. I can't hurt you. I can't hurt them. I hurt everybody. I should have stayed away.
Yes, you should have, Denala. I'm not going to pretend that what you did was okay. You got a lot of people killed. You've hurt all of us. Physically, and in terms of our bonds today. I know you always tell us to not follow your path, to not act the way you did, because you're afraid of the monster that's inside of you. Now, I always try and believe in people. I always try and see the best. I don't know how I can defend you today, Dana.
Yeah.
I'll still heal you.
Don't.
What do you mean, don't?
I don't deserve your help. I don't deserve your praise. I don't deserve your forgiveness. I don't deserve anything kind from any of you. When I saw you that day, I thought I could change things. I thought y'all could help me change things. And then we came back here, and I heard that name, and everything became 10 times louder than it was before. And she broke free, and this happened. There's only one thing I know how to do anymore, and it's run and be alone.
Right. I'm not going to pretend to know you or this scarred woman. And as for my forgiveness and my trust, I'm afraid you're going to have to earn that back.
And she goes, I can show you. I don't want
Right.
to, but I can show you. Please don't make me show you.
Show me what?
I can show you how it happened, how it started, why I'm like this. But you're gonna hate me all the more for it.
You don't know that.
I think I do.
No, you don't. Don't put feelings into my mind, Anna.
Okay. So do
And
you
as
want to
for...
see?
Well, first, I'm going to heal you. I know you said no to that, but to you I say, tough shit. We're in this together. You got us into this mess. We're going to help you out of it. The only way we're going to do this is by standing together. And if you're bleeding out, if you die out there, Dana, then we all struggle. Have you got that?
Okay.
We're a party. This is what I've been trying to tell you all along. We are a party. We stand together. We stand together, we bleed together. And if one of us goes off and does that, then it affects all of us. So I will heal you. And I will ask that you show me. That will help me to understand you. And if I understand you, I can learn to trust you again. And that will lead to forgiveness. I know it's not what you want, but It's what you need to show us. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. And I'm going to cast second level Cure Wounds on Dana. That's going to be a total of 16 hit points.
Nice, nice. Oh. And she'll look at you in the face and just like tears falling down the right side of her face, and she'll look at you and she'll just go, focus on the left eye.
I'll focus on the left eye.
And non-lethally, so it does no damage, I cast empathy. And given that I would assume you're not resisting, there's no need for a saving throw.
Right.
And you basically, in as you're focusing on the left eye, you see this sparkle, and then this projection is shot outward, and you're no longer in the cave surrounded by us, beaten and tattered. Instead, you're in the monastery surrounded by the monks and everyone else that was close to you, along with now your mother. And there's this fire in the middle of the room, and it's burning, and you try to move, you try to say anything, and you can't. It's almost like there's something physically stopping you. And you watch as this fire slowly grows and grows and gets out of control. And within a matter of minutes, the entire monastery is burning to the ground. Everybody's stuck inside. You're untouched by this fire, unharmed by the fire, but every time you try to reach out to someone to help them, every time you try to scream out to tell them where to go, there's nothing you can do about it. And even though this spell only lasts a minute, it feels like you're in there for an eternity. And she cuts it after 30 seconds. And she goes, that has been my life for 48 years. That is all I see anymore. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stop it. Every time I close my eyes, I see that with my own family, because I see what actually happened. And I hear that cackling in my mind that y'all heard today and yesterday, because that is what created her. It's all I see and it's all I hear. And for the first time in the longest time since having met y'all, I thought not only could it be fixed, but just maybe, I shouldn't take myself out of the equation entirely. And then this happened. And every fiber of my being is telling me to touch this horse, transport to the ethereal plane, and never look back, so you never have to see me again.
Right. I think I'm starting to understand you a bit. And I'm sorry for your past, and I really am. And I'm sorry that's all you see and all you hear. But violence to stop violence, that never works.
And I'm trying not to. I have only ever fought to protect you, to protect the ones I care about. It's every time I do something like violence related for fun because it makes me smile. It hasn't been me, and I want it to stop, but it doesn't stop.
I'm not sure what to say.
Say fuck you. Say I never want to see you again. Pack up and leave.
No. I'm not going to say any of those things, Denala. I've already told you why. Like it or not, you're stuck with us. And maybe we can help, maybe we can't, I don't know. What I do know is I'm not giving up faith. I'm not giving up on you. And I think you need to hear that. I may be an airhead, I may be somewhat naive and lacking in certain things, but I do believe in you. I just need you to do something for me.
Anything.
Prove me right. Prove to me and to everybody else in this cave that I am faith in a person. That I'm right to believe in you. I know it's tough. I know what you're going through is unimaginable. But if you can try to put good out in the world, you can try to put out more good than you do harm, then I think you'll be on the right track. And maybe it'll fix things, maybe it won't, I don't. All I know is that doing good, well, let's just say it helps me sleep at night. I truly hope that the same can be said for you. And that conversations like this will just be a distant memory. But right now, it takes a lot of work. I'm happy to put in the hours. I'm happy to help you after all you've done for us. I'm not forgetting that. Especially not this. And he sort of rubs his wrist on his right arm. The things you've done to help us, they're already good. You're capable of being a better person. You're capable of not being her. I think you need to prove it to yourself. You can learn to live and love yourself, then you stand a chance. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I do.
Good.
Can I
Now,
tell you something?
yes.
In 48 years, I haven't heard those words. No one has told me that they believe in me in 48 years. And the last person to do it was my sister, the person who should be sitting here instead of me. And honestly, after everything, you're the first person that since her I have considered my best friend. I desperately hope I can earn that back.
So do I. Sometimes it just takes that belief. And As long as I'm here, as long as I'm breathing, I'm happy to be the person that believes in you. Now, I'm gonna give you some space now, so you can think, rest up a bit. I'm gonna go check on the others and see if we can't formulate some kind of plan.
And she
I'm
just
trust.
she looks at you again, and she goes, "Oh, I'll be back in 8 hours, I promise."
Okay.
And she puts a hand on King and is gone.
All right. So, does the night conclude? Do you all just kind of get some rest? Separate for a little
Does
bit?
Gale first check, or are we getting rest first?
I think Gail check on Cedar, after a bit of rest. He's gonna give her a bit of space. So yeah, I'm happy to have a rest.
Well, while you guys sleep.
Oh gosh.
Stay awake for a little bit until everyone goes to sleep. Okay. Okay. So I pull out the 2 Allen wings I have in my bag.
I've forgotten about these.
Who?
It's a
They
friggin'
weren't.
word.
They weren't hers. They were the guys,
No,
right? Yeah.
no,
Okay.
they were the one that which the wings chopped off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy who got grounded. So they're like a
So
different
she-
shade,
Literally.
completely.
Yeah. And Kittis in her I want to help fashion goes over to a sleeping Cedar and begs her Fey Queen to help her fix Cedar as she lost them trying to do what they asked of her.
So you're gonna offer a prayer to try to stitch the wings back on?
Yeah. And basically more on how we reattach Gale's arm. We were attaching during the wing transplant.
Man, selflessness. All right. So go ahead and roll a performance with advantage for me.
Performance. Okay, sweet, that's good. 21.
Damn it. So
Nice.
you offer this prayer, and you see a visage in front of you of the Black Fae sitting on her throne. You're standing adjacent to her in this gravity well. And she looks at you for a moment and says, and you hear this, you see the spoken words, but you hear it in your mind. This will come with a cost. Make an offering, and I will do what you ask.
She takes off the headpiece that Cedar bought her.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna start crying. Oh my god.
So you offer this headpiece in your prayer, and in your hands it disappears. And as it fades, your fingertips tear open, and out pops hundreds of threads as they begin stitching Cedar's wings back onto her back. Well, not Cedar's wings, mysterious grounded man's wings. And these wings are actually are a bit strange because they are bigger than hers, and they're also a different color. But at their base, the muscles actually rip open and tear together. The wings will actually suture themselves kind of back together. Any necrotic, any damage to the wings will actually get patched up as well. And so while Cedar sleeps, she kind of tosses and turns in sort of like a small nightmare because she's just had a bad day. But she rolls over, and in that moment, Philo kind of reads your intention and changes her nightmare to a dream, whereas she was grounded before. She's able to now chase the sky, and as she runs and crawls on four legs, she jumps into the air and begins to glide in her dream. And when she wakes up, she'll discover that these wings are now completely reattached to her person.
And once Kittis is done, she kind of just goes over and goes into her trance, just like, okay. Now time to sleep. I'm not sleeping. Now
I'm good.
Tells no one.
Nope.
I am so here for this. Oh my gosh.
She's just like, in case you get mad, she's just gonna she's just gonna go and rest and pretend nothing happened. Her headdress is gone, and she's just gonna pretend she put it in her bag.
So as you rest and you begin to kind of rest, and everyone else is sleeping and Dana is gone, a new line gets stitched onto your person, and the design of a tattoo kind of begins to form. But that's all.
Okie time to long rest. And make note. Okay then. And make note that something happened.
Let's get my spell slots.
So you the night concludes, and 8 hours pass. Mm-hmm.
There is one thing that Dana's gonna do with her 4 hours that she has on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
She's just gonna sit there for 4 hours straight, playing flute, and not wishing for peace, not wishing for war, not wishing for violence, just reaching out to Purple and asking her to help stitch her mind back together.
Okay. Roll a performance.
Okay. Do I get advantage due to the length of time or straight?
This is going to be a straight roll.
Okay.
Why am I just picturing Purple like
11.
just like okay, flip for 4 hours, Dana.
So you actually get no response, and you actually kind of feel disconnected, but you don't know if it's because of everything that happened, or the fight, or the bad prayer, or the fact that you're in a different plane. But you feel like you are physically performing to nothingness, but that's actually how it feels.
She looks down. She goes, "Yeah, that feels right." And then, per her promise, she puts away the flute, puts a hand on King, and teleports back to the material plane where she left.
Okay. And you are right back to where you were as everyone begins to stir awake.
Oh, freaking heck! Why is my back sore? Cedar has not noticed quite yet.
That'll probably be the wings.
Yeah.
Huh? You remember what? What? Cedar.
Why are you making those noises, Gail? Why are you making those noises? Those aren't good noises.
No. Just do me a favor. Touch your shoulders.
Oh gosh. What?
Touch your shoulders. Just.
Why do I feel wings back there? I thought these aren't mine. These aren't mine. What? These aren't. Where, and what?
Gail's gonna run over and just sort of have a look at the wings. Sort of up close.
Oh my gosh. How?
Why don't you guys all just roll a general perception check?
Oh gosh.
Kiddos is
that's-
checking on
Yeah,
Philo.
that was cocked.
Kiddos is checking on Philo to make sure he's okay.
Oh dear.
He's actually still sleeping.
Oh,
He
dear
is alive. He is healed. He is rested though.
9.
You don't
7.
recognize him. You don't recognize him either.
Peter is panicking.
Neither one of you recognize that they are the wings that were placed on that were from yeah. Neither one of you recognize the wings. They just are random wings.
Did you
How did these
make
get
another?
my back? We're still in hiding. Did you see anything? Oh, you were in trance or something? What? When did I grow these? Did I grow these? When did they happen?
Are you mad?
You didn't make any.
I'm confused. Why? Wait, why are you asking if I'm mad?
Are you mad?
Kidis, what did you do?
Oh, I'm not mad. I'm just confused.
Well, it worked for Gail.
Did
Oh. Where'd you get them? Is my first question.
I don't think that's important right now.
No, I really need to know. I need to know.
You know the thief dude that had his wings chopped off? I kind of took his wings when he wasn't going to have them anymore. So, and then, I had 2 wings and you lost 2 wings, so. Ta-da!
Peter just kind of sits there, nods from it, like, okay.
Be mad. Please don't be mad.
And then she just rushes forward and just hugs Kidis. Just bear hug.
I take this as not mad.
No, Kidis.
No.
Thank you. And when when Cedar draws away, she's actually smiling a bit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kidis, I'm gonna hug you too if that's all right.
Hey, I kind of need a hug.
And she just kind of pushes Peter like,
And Cedar starts crying. Because the night before she did not cry at all. And now she's just crying.
Oh gosh, is it too much all at once, Cedar?
Yeah, a bit.
And he's gonna wrap her in a hug.
It's been kind of a lot lately. And I know it's been that way for all of us, but Kelly leaving last night really kind of, what she said, I mean, not wrong, but it hurt pretty dang much. And yeah, she looked at me the same way my mother looked at me when I told her what happened to Strix and how that all happened. So that was fun. That was a fun memory right about now. And I'm really worried for her, even though she's an idiot. And where's Dana? I swear, if she runs more fire, I'm going to just keel over and die.
We actually had a bit of a
Sitting in the
talk.
corner.
Yeah!
You're back. Hi.
She was back when y'all woke up.
Oh, okay.
How
Didn't notice
how
that.
is the
Are you
ethereal plane?
okay?
She's just head down in a ball, just
Freaking
dead
ninja.
silent.
So I need all of you guys to also roll another perception.
Okay. By the way, 610 for my bag of mundane items.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Same here. When it
16.
kind of doesn't matter.
Perception. That's 12.
So
I'm too
Cedar,
busy pulling my thing out of my bag. You were surprised by the hug.
so you get a piece of torn linen cloth, worn soft by someone else's fingers. Up close, you can see the marks where embroidery has been picked away.
All right. Can you type that out so I can copy and paste it?
Thank you for reminding me to go to the store to get a new fabric ripper, Doku. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Need a new seam ripper.
Yay, crafts. So Cedar and Gale noticed almost immediately that the fresh wounds that are healing over on Dana are not purple. They're red.
Dana. And Cedar kind of starts going closer. Hey, that's a new shade for your blood.
Yeah. And that's... Dana, what happened last night?
And she looks at Gale and just goes, I got left behind. Again.
Left behind? By who?
And she just shows you her arms. Take a guess.
Oh. Oh, Dana.
Oh. By purple? Oh.
The one reason I had to keep going is gone. Kind of poetic, huh?
So get yourself a new reason.
And
There's
Cedar kind of sits down. Oh,
two
sorry, you
others.
first. No, you first.
No, go ahead. It's
Cedar
gonna
kind
say,
of.
there's... Can't say we're being too British about this. Right. Sophie, you go. Seriously.
Okay. Cedar kind of sits down next to Dana and does
And
that
the
kind of.
moment Cedar gets close, Dana backs away.
It's okay. And she kind of stretches over the wing for like one of those little wing hugs that she does. Is this when Dana notices the new wings?
She doesn't care right now.
Okay. But she kind of just puts the wing over her shoulder, or over Dana's shoulder. And you find a new one, just like Yale said.
And she's just silent.
Like I said last night, I'm not giving up on you. There's one person that's not going to abandon you.
Make that two. You should have told me about the bounty, you idiot. We could have split the money.
I feel like that's the wrong takeaway from this, but okay.
Nah, it's a thief's joke.
Oh, there's a lot of things I don't get.
Oh no,
Still
don't worry. It's a thief's joke, but it is said half seriously. We really could have shared like a bounty or something.
And she'll toss you the bag of 1,300 gold.
Oh,
There's some money.
no.
Maybe it'll start to make up for what I did.
I didn't mean for you to give me money. Do not. I was trying to lighten up the mood. I was trying to make a joke. But yeah, we're not gonna leave you. You're gonna be okay. And we'll figure things out, okay? If it does help, when we see Pelly again, I give you full permission to punch her.
No.
Don't kill her.
Just once, though. Just once. You only get one free swing.
So you guys all share kind of a solemn moment together in the cave. And
I'm eating my toast.
We have this moment, we just hear crunching going on behind
like
us.
dry crunching. And you,
It's like Drax in Infinity War.
you,
Dude!
you definitely heard some wrestling kind of outside in the area. You definitely hear heavy footsteps going by occasionally. So you kind of hear like a patrol every couple of minutes going on kind of outside the wall behind you. But for the most part, you haven't been noticed.
Okay.
We gotta get out of here.
Absolutely. We need to get out of here, find Silco, and take care of it. The problem.
We could go up.
I thought you were pointing at like a bug or something on the ceiling, Charisse. It was gonna be a spider again, and you're gonna make me kill it.
No, not in my house. I would do it in your room. Because that's your problem.
You made me
It's
fight
your
Lolth.
territory.
You made me fight Lolth barehanded.
It was in your territory.
That was Lolth.
But
Spider was big enough.
But
Right. We
so I was
do
just
need
like,
an escape plan.
well, we
Question,
could
DM.
tunnel
Go
out.
ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Kittis.
I was just saying we could possibly try to tunnel out. Because if
Um.
it's all rock, go whoop, up. Just
Yeah.
keep going
Of
up.
course, with your spell. Yeah.
So DM with technically, because the ethereal plane is a 1-to-1 with the material plane, could I be on the ethereal plane and see through Cork's eyes on the material plane?
No, because Quark would come with you, wherever you were at.
Okay. Gotcha. So I couldn't summon Cork on the material plane and then Banff.
No, because I think he would, since he's your familiar, he would basically pocket dimension with you. So
Okay.
he would go into like your pocket, and then your pocket would move realms.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then that kills that idea.
It was worth a shot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to make a tunnel out of here?
There's footsteps outside, so that means likely going out that way.
Is a bad idea. We should
Yeah,
go.
I'd rather not run into anything negative right now.
Besides, I think I can figure out where we need to go next.
All right. Well, we just need to hope. I would say probably we probably go straight out. Because if we go just up, we're just gonna end up in a mansion again.
Right.
Likely. I don't know how far did we go? Like in terms of like, because I know we went down, but how far did we go horizontally?
Not very far.
Yeah, so
Like-
we'd be under the mansion.
Yeah, probably only like 20, 30 feet, maybe.
So, you said that this thing has, let's see, you said it can go, like, the changes can span up to a mile. Can I tunnel a mile?
If you channeled it for an hour, yeah.
If we both channeled for 30 minutes, would it do so?
Yeah, you get the same distance in half the time.
Yeah.
All right, so we can channel, like, the goal would be to kind of, like, go a mile out in a gentle slope so we don't hit the surface until, the mile.
So you guys are kind of at the top of a mountain-ish. So you wouldn't have to go a full mile. Because you would probably, depending on the direction you would go, you would either end up deeper into the military complex at a lower level and just kind of open up the ground or go into one of the walls. If you were to go lower, you would go deeper into the cave complex probably. You could go a mile downward or downward at an angle. But any sort of lateral movement would probably have you leaving the complex within a few hundred, probably a few hundred meters.
Okay, well then I guess we're going to be leaving because unless you guys want to stay in the military complex.
Nope.
Not on my bucket list. I hate to be one to ask the Cedar, but if we're looking for Silverco, we're going to need to know whereabouts he is. I
Took care of
I know he. What?
last night. I took care of it.
You. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, boy.
No, that's good. That's good.
I
you
had
know-
enough help. Asked him. I remember it from last night, and yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to start casting in a direction that I think will lead out.
And Cedar,
Like you won't need to help because I only need to go a couple hundred feet.
oh, okay, never mind then.
So,
My thought is
mhm.
So I was going to say the wall that you put up last night with, I guess that was geomancy as well, wasn't it? Would that crumble? If you're
I
trying
don't
to
think
focus
so
something
since I'm
else, or
tunneling in a different direction.
I don't think it's a concentration spell.
It's not no, because like once it's done, right?
It's just make new rock,
Yeah.
Yeah. Once it's done, it's
okay, I wanted to
like sculpting.
double check. I didn't want to just have like about
yeah.
10
No,
guards
the
at her backs.
concentration was
And stuff.
broken already. If it was a concentration spell, it's
Oh,
concentration
that's
until
true.
it's
Yeah, the
cast.
rest.
Like
Okay,
it's
cool.
concentration, and then once it's cast, it's done.
So, I want Kittis, as she goes down to begin casting, to do a perception check.
Okay, perception. Natural 20.
Oh fuck!
Nice.
Damn it. Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
no, it's fine. No, it's all good. I was trying not to meta, but now I can't not meta. So, as the storyteller, I have to provide all options to the story and directions to go. So as you are casting, you're kind of like paying attention to the stalagmites and the stalactites, and you notice something really strange that's really out of place. Is that every time a water droplet forms on the ceiling of the cave and drops down, it doesn't fall down to the light below it. It's actually falling down in a direction. And because you got a nat 20, all of the droplets seem to be going in the same direction, which is like falling a foot or two away from where they should be. You are also the only one who sees this.
Like a magnetic pole kind of deal. Okay.
Wait, does that mean that? Okay. That means where we're at currently is where. What's her face is? Aquafina.
Aquafina.
That.
Aquafina is where we got the name.
Aquafina.
Aquafina.
Gotta pronounce it right so we don't get.
We're looking for a comedian / actor.
Sorry. I don't remember her name. I'll just
Wait,
keep calling
is
her Blue.
Aquafina a person?
Let us find Nora.
Yes,
No,
Yeah.
is it really?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Aquafina.
There's-
She plays the older lady. No, she plays Sisu in the Raya in the Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah, she does,
my
doesn't she? Yeah.
gosh, she's a real
She's
person.
also
Yeah,
Nora from Queens.
that's where I got her name. Like that's where I was like, ding.
That's funny. I did this joke because it's a play on words with Faye and water. I didn't realize it was a real person. All right. Anyways, moving on.
This is where we should point out in the live stream any reference or associations with any person, either living or dead, is completely coincidental.
It really is actually completely coincidental.
So the object behind that rule as a
The water
storyteller
dragon, like that.
is I wanted to provide you the option, right? Because you would know because of your earlier roles what was said, that all water flows to her for you. However, so you have the option now that if you wanted to tunnel to escape, you can totally do that. If you wanted to go in the direction of her, you can totally do that. So it's basically now up to you whether the party goes towards whatever Silvico's doing or to her.
Okay, this is partially me just thinking out loud because I do a lot better thinking out loud than in my head. Otherwise, if it's just in my head, all the words get
But is it
jumbled.
also Kittis? Is that the other
Yes.
puzzle?
Yes. Okay, so if we go in the direction of the Fae Queen, one, she could potentially drop us off at the mountain where we need to be. Right?
Right.
And she'll. I have a feeling she'll be of like mind when it comes to my opinion of him.
How long do I think it would take to get to her?
Given that you assume you would be connecting to another cavern or cave in this system, so not more than an hour of digging or geomancy, presumably.
Well, I'm going down to the Fifth Queen. Sorry, guys. Candace has made a decision for the entire party.
No, that could probably help us out.
Yeah, no one else knows. She's focused on the spell when this happened, so she's already started the spell. So she just changed direction of the spell.
She didn't say anything, did she?
No.
Oh boy.
So the only thing that you guys notice as a party is that it is taking a little bit longer than originally thought to cast the spell. But basically, Kittis is just waiting for a connection, and when she does, a giant tunnel is made in a single direction, not curving, not compromising, not breaking. But a tunnel basically goes down and forms and connects into another cave system. But at the end of this cave system, there's a lot of unnatural light coming from it. And unsupported image type. Oh, please.
Screenshot
Oh no. Gotta go fix all the things.
Gotta go
Anyway, so
fast.
while he's doing that, you guys can roleplay on Alton Riddles and Kidis change directions.
That's not up, Kiddis.
Nope. I found the queen.
As
You did what?
The fake queen that we were trying to find. I found her. She's down there.
You found her? I mean, this is great.
All water goes to her.
Kiddis, you are on fire today.
Yeah.
you.
You're making me look bad. In a good way.
Well,
In a good way.
you. But I found her. Come on.
Oh, all right, kid. We'll go down the tunnel.
So you guys make your way down, and it opens to a cave that's splitting left and right. And the light is very bright. It's a blue light coming from the sides. And I think that's probably a good place to stop the session for the day.
Oh man.
Fortunately, I do actually agree with you.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Holy molies.
Sorry, I really want to meet the fake queen. I've been trying to since like I
No,
figured out what to get her to her.
No, this
I
makes sense.
completely approve.
So for everyone who joined, thank you. It's a little impromptu and late session, but we should be on next week as well. So
Woohoo!
bye everybody.
So thanks for joining, everybody.
Thanks.
See you
Thank you
next
so
week
much for
when we
joining.
kill Silverco.
And then we're going to have to figure out how to get back to the continent so then I can free my boyfriend.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
All right, good night everybody.
Good
Good night, y'all.
Bye.